and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the CivFR Squadrons. We're going to need to see how Ulyss or BlackPitre are going to get a point today. There's going to be a matchup between these two. It looks like BlackPitre does have quite a few games to catch up from the previous weeks. And it does seem like finally, every player is in the game. We do have another spectator here, Mal, speaking for the French community. And I do believe he's actually co-casting with LDK. Ooh, big stream over there. We do have Phyrsos with Lege. We do have also Sun-Tzu and Hazaggi playing today for Ulyss. On the other side, Gabzou, Xpli, FloppyFlong and dISTORIA coming up today from BlackPitre. I gotta say, BlackPitre did quite good in the... I would say, or did start up well, very well in the CivFR Squadrons. They did get very good results, and then in the group stage of the CWC, something happened. I'm not sure exactly what, but something happened. So they didn't actually manage to get through properly, and of course, they're going to need to wait for the next season. Well, this time around, we're going to need to see how much they did get to acquire that experience on their side, and we're going to need to see what they do against Ulyss. I do want to say also hello there, Monstrat. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Project Cisco, good evening, sir, and welcome. Welcome. Running those EFT raids. Very nice, very nice. More time. Yes, I'm sorry. It actually took quite a bit of time for them to get in the game over here. I'm still refreshing as much as I can this CivGG webpage, so I can actually get access, so I can see the draft. Oh, there we go. Let me actually open up the screen so we get so you get to see what I see over here. They're starting to populate the draft page. Daniel Dingo, also hello there, sir, and welcome. Good morning, Heinig Dave. Hello there, and welcome. Glad to have a coffee with you today, sir. Monstrat, also thank you so much for picking up that first promotion. Woohoo! Nice. Coming back to the game over here, we're going to see what map they will choose. I gotta say, actually, we've seen in the last week quite a bit of Pangea, classic or standard. Both of them did show up on our radar. Yes, last week we've seen the teams actually prioritizing a bit more the 7 Cs than anything else. We're going to need to see if the trend actually keeps on going, and we're going to have smaller maps, faster games being played out, like we've seen yesterday. A game that was like what, between 70 and 80 or something like that. Whoa. Anyway, and that was quite a quick map over there. Primordial map isn't go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Yeah. So Highlands of Pangea, Primordial, 7 Seas, Inland, and Lakes. There were a few changes on Highlands, and it does look like Rich Highlands did not actually make the cut. If I do remember correctly, BBS did add a few changes to the map generation of Highlands, making it get the bonus from resources or something like that, or hills. Oh, the age of the map, right? Because Highlands had the age locked, so they did unlock that option over there. We do have the banning of the map in just a few seconds. As you can see, the maps are displayed on the big screen over here with the 7 names: Highlands, Inland Sea, Lakes, Pangea Classic, Pangea Standard, Ridges, and Primordial with 7 Cs. Looks like, I'm sorry, Mozdrath, Primordial was actually the first ban. Well, you nailed something. You didn't actually specify if we should actually play on Primordial or not. It looks like they actually went the other way. They thought you specified they need to ban them, and it looks like Primordial within, let's see, has been banned by Team Ulyss. We do have also both Pangeas banned by BlackPitre. It looks like they are trying to push this into a longer game, trying to get the benefits out of simming, out of using their late game bonuses over here. We're going to need to see if they're actually gonna end up on 7 Seas on Highlands. I doubt this is gonna be a match for Lakes, and it does look like it. Yeah, it's wait a second, did they just move the ban? Did he just, oh my god, he didn't lock it in? Because I'm pretty sure I saw Pangea over here. Oh my god, he didn't lock it in. And now it does look like we got 3 open maps, 2 open maps with Highlands being taken down by Ulyss. Pangea, Standard, Ridges, and 7 Seas are gonna be up for the grabs, and 7 Seas it is. Okay, I'm happy. We're actually gonna play a different map than Pangea. Even though those games on Pangea are awesome to actually talk about, I would definitely love some naval action. We do see them starting to choose through the bans. in this season we have introduced, or I should say the CivFR Squadrons has introduced 2 extra bans for each team, which they are being done, as you can see, a little bit differently than we've seen in the CWC and in the CPL Premier League. Right now the players are actually banning after they do know the map. That means they can actually target ban civilizations that would be appropriate on that map, and not ban the civilizations that they do seem overpowered across all maps, or across most of the maps. We do have 2 pre-game bans. It looks like on one side the Cree is going to be taken down by Team Ulyss. On the right side we do have Cleopatra being taken down. And I think I need to actually expand this window so we can see the bans in a line. It was getting a little bit confusing, like looking top down. What is that? I need to count circles over here, you know. I don't know about that. Anyway, it looks like Team Ulyss needs to ban the next one, and with of course Cleopatra and the Cree taken down over here on the 7 seas. I'm actually curious if they're actually going to try to focus a little bit more on the naval, or try to strike a balance between the land and the naval. Or I guess my question is, what kind of balance are they going to strike between these two? Are they going to be a bit more aggressive on the naval side? Are they going to be a bit on the neutral side, like both land and the naval civilizations? Or is it going to be more towards land? We've seen teams that have actually given up on controlling the seas on the 7 seas map, and unfortunately that didn't end up well most of the time. Well, they did actually need to confront nuclear submarines moving around the water over there, getting their missiles shoot against the opponent cities. Well, it looks like we do have the next 2 bans. Spain and Theodora has been taken down. Okay, no problems with that. I do think Theodora over here is getting more and more attention, even though I'm not sure it actually anyway, it shined in most of the games that we've seen. That's what I'm not sure. It does tend to do well, but not extremely well most of the time. We do have Gran Colombia and Japan being taken down. It looks like Ulyss over here is gonna start to target ban those naval civilizations, while Gran Colombia is not actually locked in from BlackPitre. There is still that possibility for BlackPitre to switch this around, and we're going to need to see if they're actually gonna keep on going. And yeah, it looks like they are keeping on going on this land banning spree, Gran Colombia being locked in. Now also Ptolemaic permabanned. It looks like Ptolemaic is just not getting in, even though, as you've heard a few days ago, the players do consider Egyptian Cleopatra does have its definite bonuses over there, with quite a bit of gold that you can get for your teammates, which is very good. And they do believe Ptolemaic does have a bit of an RNG assigned to it. They do believe it is kind of a hit or miss. If you do get the special land, that you're gonna get that civilization to actually shine and outlast your opponents. Now of course we're going to need to see how the players do go through this. Looks like a little bit of okay, switch a little from the naval civilizations. We do have Sejong being banned by Ulyss. We've seen actually Ferno, I believe, doing extremely well from COC with Sejong. In one of the last games we've seen him being played. Scotland over here being banned from BlackPitre. I do have to say that Lege, for example, is a very big fan of Scotland. He likes to play it on most maps, and well, I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna ask for that today. I did notice in his announcement earlier he was talking about Gandhi. Have you guys seen that? Oh my god. Okay, let me actually take a look over here if I can see the announcement in the streams. I believe it was, give me a second. Yeah, he was saying tonight a game against BlackPitre for the Squadrons. In the program, Gandhi. Okay. Okay. What is it? Okay. Is this a prediction? Can we use this as a prediction that is he actually gonna play Gandhi? Is he gonna try to snatch Gandhi? Oh my god, they banned him. Never mind. There's no Gandhi in the game. Oh man, they banned him, not even waiting for BP to ban it. Anyway, it looks like there's one last choice remaining over here from BlackPitre to ban their 5th civilization. While we're gonna go into the first pick phase, they do have 2 picks to pick on each side, and we're gonna need to see them picking in a 1-2-1 order. We're gonna need to see what will be the first pick. Usually that actually sets the tone for the game, and I'm actually very curious if they're gonna give up their hand over here. from the beginning to tell their opponents what kind of plans do they have for this game. Is it going to be a little bit of domination? Is it going to be a bit of a late game skirmish? Is it going to be a faster game? Is it going to be a more naval, and so on and so forth? There are quite a few how to say, quite a few conclusions that you can arrive to if you take a look at the civilizations matchup from the beginning. We do need to see Ulyss over here picking up their first civilization, since Gorgo has been banned by BlackPitre. We do have one of the Greases taken out from the game. Of course, Gorgo is well known for his fascism timing, and I wouldn't be surprised if they would have actually wanted it. Did Ludwig get changed for BBG? I believe so, actually. I believe actually there was a change in Ludwig, but I don't remember exactly what. I think I can access, if I remember correctly, I did, well, first of all, make a movie out of the changes, and second of all, I'm pretty sure I made a post with all of the changes for BBG somewhere. Give me a second. Ludwig, not here. Wait. Oh, it might be... No, okay. Anyway, I do see we do have Norway being picked up by Ulyss. They did notice it is open right for the taking, and they will jump on it. We're gonna need to see how this develops. I'm still trying to find it, by the way. Okay, there we go. Abraham Lincoln buff, 100% production towards aqueducts. That's what I find in 5.3, in the BBG patch 5.3. We do have on the right side, by the looks of it, Lincoln being picked up by BlackPitre. They're going to go for the production capabilities, with Norway being picked up by Ulyss. I do have to say it is quite dangerous to actually pick up a coastal civilization. Norway does tend to overwhelm an opponent. Oh my god, very easily with his Viking longships. It does have access to ocean water, even though it did lose its ability to heal in the ocean water, which was extremely dangerous. We do need to see if Norway over here is going to have the chance to actually go against somebody on the coast, or is he going to be needing to sim so he can find somebody on the land. We do have also Khmer being picked up by BlackPitre. Looks like one of the first, well, I guess is the second, right? Norway is going to be religious anyway. Usually it does benefit a lot from religion, even though I've seen players try to move away a little bit from playing it with religion. I'm not that convinced it actually worked out that well. I do have to say, a lot of the times, if you do want to all into something, somebody, especially on the seas, it's much better to not get a religion. We do have we do have Ulyss actually picking up the next civilization. They have the next choice, and it looks like they are looking through quite a few options over here, and they did lock in Hungary. Matthias Corvinus is going to be locked in for Ulyss, and we will need to see who's actually going to play it and who's going to try to levy those city-states across the map so they can apply their power against their opponents, and well, who's going to get out alive. Now we do need to see also if they're going to have the opportunity to trade on the seas with one coastal nation. That definitely can happen. We do have the next wave of bans next up, and we're going to see 2 more bans from each team. And of course, as you can see, BlackPitre is on the buttons over here. They still didn't actually click on a portrait. They're probably thinking what to do and what to pick with one naval and one coastal civilization on Ulyss. I do have to say BlackPitre will need to make a choice if they do want to actually contest those seas, and with which civilization they want to contest the seas, which also poses a bit of a question over here, what kind of civilizations they do not want in the game, so they can actually contest the seas safely. It looks like they will take out Dido on Team Ulyss, and Teddy Rough Rider from BlackPitre. They want to actually have Rough Rider with that extra bonus on his side to try to ruffle their feathers when they're trying to play navally over there, play with the boats. Well, 2 more bans remaining. BlackPitre is on the buttons. They do have 40-ish seconds to get this through, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see this locked in soon. And there we go. We do have Basil II being picked up over here as a ban by BlackPitre. That is the remaining ban, the last ban of the day for BlackPitre. With 1 ban remaining on Team Ulyss, we do have a few more seconds to give them so they can actually make their choice. Also, Guzakimbo, good evening, sir. With much pleasure, sir, and welcome. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, we do have Victoria being picked up over here by Team Ulyss. Looks like on the right side, now we're going to see the picks on BlackPitre. They're going to have the first choice, and then we're going to see two immediately after from Team Ulyss. And by the looks of it, BlackPitre is definitely thinking of how to contest those seas with two coastal civilizations being taken down. It looks like Ulyss does want to dwindle the chances of BlackPitre to be effective on contesting those seas. There still are good available options for them to try to pick from. One of them would be Australia, for example, that I think it has a very, very powerful timing if applied correctly. The problem is, well, of course, Norwegian longships are going to come much faster. So they might actually need to pick a civilization that either gets production towards boats, have coast harbors, try to get some stronger boats, even though, of course, Japan Dido has been taken down. England has been taken down with the free boats. So very few options remaining. It looks like Elizabeth I has been picked over here with those extra trade routes. We're going to need to see if Elizabeth I is going to be a good contest of Norway, and of course if they do actually get to fight on the seas. It's not a given. There are a lot of inner seas, there are a lot of lakes and so on. There's a lot of water and separated water on this type of a map on the 7 seas, so it's not actually a given if the map generates with them on the same seas. Okay, so Ulyss here, it looks like they didn't actually have plan in mind, immediate plan in mind. It looks like they are trying to do this a little bit of a freestyle here, and they're definitely thinking of how to approach this. They're gonna go for a second coastal civilization, and this time it is gonna be Portugal. There was a change on Portugal when it comes to its timing of extra bonuses that it gets from the trade routes, and we don't actually see that much gold acquired by Portugal at the beginning of the game. It still requires the trade routes to actually be sent on the water, and I do have to mention Portugal over here. Its bonuses got placed very late. Actually, is it cartography? Is it getting it at cartography or something? The extra science, culture, extra 50%. No, actually no, it's separated. The extra gold you get at cartography, I believe it's science or culture or medieval fairs, and something else on something else. It's they're actually separated across the civic and the tech tree. We do have Montezuma also being picked up over here by Team Ulyss. On the right side, there's one more pick remaining, and I do have to say over here we do have quite an array of civilizations on Team Ulyss. BlackPitre does seem like they are going more for the Seamers rather than for the Yor units, while I do have to say Ulyss, they do have seaming bonuses. I do have to say, of course, we've seen multiple times that Hungary can shine in the seaming part. We've seen Montezuma shine in the seaming part, and I gotta say also Norway, but they definitely shine in other aspects of the game. I do want to take a look at Portugal a little bit closer during the game, and of course we do have the chance of it being played out at a very high competitive level, so it's going to be very nice to see how the player will adapt to the map, and of course now he's gonna try to overwhelm his opponents. I don't think gold will be a problem on Ulyss this time, but I do believe actually on BlackPitre gold might be a problem. Lincoln is not well known for the gold generation. Khmer not well known for its gold generation. Elizabeth I is, and Egypt is, and it looks like that was the 4th civilization being picked up by BlackPitre. So on one side, one coastal civilization, on the other side, 2 coastal civilizations that might be pitted against each other. We're going to need to see who's actually going to pick what over here. It looks like Sun-Tzu is immediately going to go for Konge, Harald Hardrada. We do have also Gabzou picking up Cleopatra, Egyptian. Looks like Hazaggi is going to be the one with Montezuma. And slowly but surely the players are getting their picks going. I do want to take this off. One second. I do want to take a look really quickly over here on the ranking. So we've had quite a few games during this week being played out, and it looks like the ranking is changing a little bit. We do have Last Company tied with SPA and the Ulyss on the first place with 3-1, all of them, 3 wins and 1 loss each. D-Shark is 2-1, 2 wins and 1 loss. It looks like Phyrsos de la Vega 1 win, 2 losses. BlackPitre 1 win, 2 losses. It's very important for them to get a point on the board here. Shakun Porsoa with 1 and 3 at a tie with Phyrsos de la Vega and BlackPitre. And actually, no, sorry, it's one extra loss. Project Conquer is also with 0 wins and 3 losses. Okay, now coming back, now that we got that out of the way, let's actually take a look at the game here. Of course, we do have BCY on, and that was an extra change that CivFR Squadrons did during this tournament. The beginning of the tournament, they decided it's much better to actually have the standard option, or I should say the balanced option, if I'm not mistaken. That gives you the base 2-2 in your capital city when you settle. There are some exceptions to that. When you settle on resources, when you settle on like Canada, Russia, and so on and so forth, are sometimes accepted from that rule. Now we do need to see also the full matchup over here with what kind of priority they're going to put. It looks like Phyrsos with Matthias Corvinus is going to have the highest priority of the lobby here. That also means merchants are going to be prioritized. So, and I do believe even generals here. We do have dISTORIA going for Jayavarman the 7th, and usually Jayavarman the 7th is, as you've seen actually in other games, very faith intensive civilization. We're going to see how he's going to try to use his Prasats, if he's gonna get the chance to use his dome race. Very unlikely. We haven't seen that in quite some time. FloppyFlong G, Abraham Lincoln, Legion Jao the Third. We got the Xpli on Elizabeth I, Sun-Tzu, Harald Hardrada, Hazaggi on Montezuma, and last but not least, I'm gonna need to wait a few seconds to actually see the screen to see what the last civilization was. It is what it is. Yeah, Gabzou on Cleopatra, that's what it was. Now, I'm a bit surprised they actually prioritize so much dISTORIA, for example, with Khmer, which does make sense when it comes to its need to get the writers. So we're going to see who's going to try to contest that. And but on the other side, I'm actually a bit worried about Gabzou's ability to get those merchants, especially since Phyrsos over there. I'm pretty sure if he sees something, he's going to make a project and he's going to try to contest it, not rely only on his extra points. It's just going to be much easier for him to develop. Let me actually put on also the prediction, start prediction, how many remaps we will have. There we go, 5 minutes. Let's go, boys and girls. You now have the chance to actually win some more channel points with correctly predicting the outcome of this remap vote. At turn 10 we're gonna have a pause and we're gonna ask the players if they do want to remap or not. We're going to need to see if they do want to use the remap token at that point in time. I don't have to say, of course, they do have one remap token each. Oh my god, this is open sky all the way over here. We do have like 5 patches that's just in the capital city of Nidaros. Of course, Norway does have quite a bit of coast to settle on, and I think the biggest question on my mind is, does he actually have an opponent? Doesn't look like he's gonna have an opponent. Oh wait, there is London over here, but he does need to get the canal city going if he actually wants to get those boats towards London. We're going to need to see if that's actually gonna come up with an idea, and who's actually gonna discover London, because well, it does look like London is going to be on his own little island. We do have also Egypt in the south. This is going to be amazing, by the way, for BlackPitre's economy. Both of them can actually trade quite a lot on this sea. We do need to take a look at Nidaros. Looks like Shoots over here with his warrior is starting to explore to the north. He does have a scout coming up in 3 turns and some access to a salt mine. Now I don't see any reef fish. I do see he's going to have I would say an array of good holy sites if he wants to, and I'm pretty sure he's actually going to delete one of the sheep tiles over here for one of those holy sites. That's actually one of my questions, if Sun-Tzu is actually going to want to go for holy sites or not. I believe with this pawn he's probably going to want to go holy sites over here so he can benefit from the monumentality and keep on expanding. That will slow his gold and of course science acquirement down considerably. In the south, very far south, we do have dISTORIA here with scout coming up in 3 turns. Looks like Angkor Thom has his 2-2 base going. We do have a 3-2 banana next to him, and quite a few tiles for him to settle on the west and on the east. It does look like also he's gonna have a decent amount of distance between him and Egypt to the west side. He's also I would say he's also his ally, but it's so far away. He does have an opponent to the northeast in the form of Hazaggi, and we're going to need to see what kind of aggression will come out from Hazaggi against Khmer, or maybe the other way around. I'm just saying, I think Khmer will be the one on the defensive. Maybe that's just me. We do have Hazaggi over here with possible Galapagos settle, even though, to be honest, there's not a single resource on this on these tiles. You're like, you can't use any of those. Anyway, he does have more settlers on the east side, one on the sugar tile, so he can get an extra amenity going. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy improving that coffee tile to the northwest. And he has another wonder to the south, Mount Roraima. What is, man, what is his luck today? This is unbelievable. 2 wonders with a science, one to the west, one to the south over here. Unbelievable. Anyway, we do have an eagle warrior in Fortress coming out from Hazaggi city. He's looking for a state to bully. Doesn't look like he actually has one. Remember, Aztec does actually have that ability on these eagle warriors. Whenever he's overwhelmingly killing a unit, he's gonna have a chance of capturing that, making it into a builder, which is amazing. You get some, if you do have a close city state and you do manage to take down his warriors, you can actually get quite a few free builders from this. Well, it doesn't look like this is going to be the case for today. We do need to see when he's going to actually discover the possibilities he has to settle over here and where is he going to actually choose to settle. To his east side, he does have behind the mountains over here America, FloppyFlong, which is going to be his opponent. I don't think this is going to be that big of a problem since we do have only 2 one-tile chokes that they can actually pass from one side to the other of these mountains. One is to the north over here on the stone tile, and one is to the south of Washington over here to the south of this mountain ridge. Well, Washington is going to be quite protected behind these mountains, and of course he's going to have his own logistical problems to get to his opponent. Now we do have also very good campuses between these mountains, a +3, a +5, a +4 over here, and I'm pretty sure America is going to be quite happy with his campus adjacency. I'm not sure. Oh, it's fine, actually. He does have a decent amount of coast to settle on. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. He also, I'm pretty sure, oh wait, FloppyFlong doesn't have trade routes with anybody. No, I don't think he actually has the ability to trade with anybody because he's kind of far away. Maybe. No, he doesn't. So he's all alone over here on this peninsula. I guess he's gonna have to make do with internals, which I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem. Magnus internals is quite in the meta, still in the meta. We do have Hungary in the south of America. Looks like he's also gonna have so much distance between him and his opponent. Looks like Hungary is also gonna have Hazaggi to the northwest, which he can actually set up coastal trade routes, cap to cap. I'm pretty sure, depending on where the settle on Mount Roraima will happen. And we do also have Hungary starting to see his coast. He's getting a scout out in 1 turn. I do see he has some geothermal fishes because of continent split, and he also has 2 tiles with the Pearl of the Danube bonus, one on the east and one on the southwest. He's also gonna have multiple rivers to settle on for the fresh water, even though I don't really like his food requirement in this city. He does have quite a few honey tiles, which of course can be improved, but the production on them is not great, and he does only have like 2 of these 1-3. Oh, 3-1-3. Okay, there we go, a deer tile over here. Okay, it gets a little bit better. Okay. +3 campus, +3 campus, +3 campus. Quite a few good campuses actually around his cities. We're gonna need to see how Phyrsos is gonna try to make use of this land, or even if they're gonna keep this land, because it's not a given. I haven't seen anything extraordinary yet from either team, I should say. Also, there's Cliff of Dover up north of Hazaggi. I think one remap, probably missed my window though. Let's see. You think? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, there's Cliffs of Dover as well. He has 3 wonders next to him. This is unbelievable for Hazaggi. 3 wonders so close up. He's gonna give so much error score if he actually manages to settle all of them. Looking at Portugal, he has this coastal settle on the east side with the possibility to this is gonna be massive. A Lege over here is gonna need to actually trade punches with Egypt and with London, with Elizabeth I. Looks like he's in a perfect position over here to contest the seas dominated by both of his opponents. And we're going to need to see if Lisbon is actually gonna get some support over here from the Civilization 6 gods, giving him that forest fire in the capital city. We do have a scout moving to the north, a scout moving to the east, and seeing how his land looks like. I'm pretty sure he's looking at his coastal resources, and he's getting a settler out in Fortress. He does have a geothermal fissure because of a continent split. To the north it's going to be another continent, which might actually give him access to new resources, especially luxury resources. But looking at first glance over here, I don't actually see new luxury resources very close up. I think they're quite far away actually. We do have some geothermal fissures because of this continent split, and I do see a +4, another +4, possible +5 over there on the uranium tile. Not bad for Portugal's ability to get the science. Pretty good city also in the south over here next to the 3-2 banana, +4 harbor, and well, he's gonna need to buy out some other tiles so he can work them. It is what it is, especially this 2-2 over here. Looking at Egypt settle, ooh, he already got flooded. He's gonna be happy. We do have settler coming up in 110, and I do see Rakia that is gonna get his expansions going. His vision is moving to the west side, and he does have a scout moving to the east. His first city, is a bit of a question for us, a bit of a mystery. Is he gonna go south on this river? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go for the right style in the south. He's gonna need to put some gold into that city center so he can get the 2-2s, but I guess he's gonna make it. We do have another settler coming up in 9-10s, and it looks like he's prioritizing working some extra food here, probably the 5-food rice style, so it grows very quickly, but of course gives up on his extra production from the tiles. That actually slows down a little bit the settler, but then it catches back up with the extra population working more tiles. Would have been quite nice to actually have some extra production tiles like a 1-3 or something. Now we do need to take a look at also London. We do have Xpli with a settler moving to the west side. He does have Mato Tipila to settle on. Pretty good tile over here, a 3-3-2 banana with a 2-3-2 rainforest hill tile. We do have him sending his initial settle directly there. He's not going to have fresh water right next to the wonder, but he is going to have at least a coastal city. We do have Xpli, of course, with his Navy dockyards over here that are going to pop into his cities. He's going for astrology, and I'm pretty sure celestial navigation is on his mark. Now we are at turn 10. We're going to need to see them do the remap vote, and we're going at the moment it doesn't look like anybody's going to be extremely fast, extremely excited to press the buttons. Bonsoir, Dirao, bienvenue, monsieur. Comment ça va? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need another coffee. Just saying, man, I'm gonna need another coffee. Hey, what's happening in Paris? I saw how to say, well, first of all, it looks like we're gonna have another one in Paris, and I'm so excited about that. And second of all, I got a bit scared over there. What's happening in Paris with the bed bugs? I heard it's an invasion. Nobody's safe. Oh my God, how can you say that? Like, maybe it's totally different over there. Of course, you realize it's safe and so on. But when you hear that from another like country, and you're like, oh my God, what does this mean? Okay. They don't have city states. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. What? Oh, Hazaggi is gonna... Okay. So it looks like both teams remap. So that means we're gonna have just this one remap, and this is it. It looks like we're also gonna have a quick relobby because, yeah. You don't even... Okay, bedbug stories are getting so overblown. It's not even funny. Yeah, I mean, it's not the story. I was like watching the media, and I was like, oh my God, it's an invasion in Paris. Everybody, you know, hide your kids and so on and so forth. Because bedbugs. You know, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, let me actually take a look at the links over here, and let's see, who do I need to join on so I can get in. There we go. I think I found the link. Yep, I did. I got it. Well, you know, 1, 2, I think, right? 1, 2, 2, 1, yeah, and so on and so forth. Okay, we're just gonna need everybody to get in here. Wait. People are saying the same thing in the States when most people don't even realize they can't bite you or it spread is okay. Yeah, but I mean, it's still scary, man. It's still scary and icky, you know, that's the thing, right? No, Automod actually thought it's a very bad word to say bite you. I don't know. I guess it's very bad to bite somebody on stream, you know. It is what it is, man. Automo does its thing over there. I like it. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it makes us laugh sometimes. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Uzi Mafioso. Hello there, sir, and good evening. Good evening. Hope you're also good. Let's actually see us swapping around over here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna actually need to swap somebody from the second slot. Is that Xpli? Is that gonna be Xpli? Wait, and what did Xpli wanna play? Is it Elizabeth or something? I think Elizabeth, right? Yeah. Oh my god, did I nail it? Did I actually give him Elizabeth the first? And it's good? Let me see. Cake W. Is he gonna change it? Yeah, look again, Gonzakimbo. What is this? They can buy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Gonzakimbo. Please do not annoy the auto mode, man. My man. Yeah, you don't know what auto mode will do to you. Look at that sentence. Wait. I did also. Oh my god, I actually already permitted that. I don't know. I guess it took the extra comma or something. Anyway, I think we do have more than 0 MS to everybody else from what I've seen earlier, so it should be fine. I'm actually quite curious what they will do, and I do want to confirm, you did see the same thing that I saw, right? Both teams actually wanted to remap this, so we're gonna end up with the map that we're gonna have next up. Oh, look at that. Who's the last one? Who's the straggler? Who's the all in? Let me actually ask. All in? I don't know if he's all in, but I guess I can just back out and get back in again. Or I guess not. Who's the last one missing? Oh, I see Floppy, Phyrsos, Hazaggi is here, Sun-Tzu is here. Okay. Okay, explain. This is what it is. Oh, Gabzou. Gabzou is missing. Oh, I see. Gabzou is missing. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Map? Yes. 7 Seas, sir. We got the 7 Seas. Let me actually put it up on screen over here. The 7 Seas. Flowing. Flowing. Okay, Gabzou connected. We got MS to him. We're fine. Okay, we can actually ready up. He has his Cleopatra Egyptian. We got Hardrada, Montezuma, Abraham Lincoln. We got everybody in, boys. And we're gonna get this going. Okay, so he's gonna need to redo the details over here. Oh, he needs to open up the wonders with only 2 wonders banging. Oh, is it 2 or just 1? I believe only 1, I think. Everything else got changed and balanced in the game. So, yeah, I think we're only gonna see Triangle of Bermuda. Bermuda Triangle, actually, right? Being taken down here. That's the only civ that actually needs, the only natural wonder that needs to be banned. Is BP a strong team? Yes, sir. They are actually first division over here in the Squadrons. Let me give you an idea of what's going on. So they're first division, they're top 8 from the CivFR community, and we do have them right now starting to get their points on the board. We're going to need to see. They're still in the beginning phase of the tournament, so we're going to need to see how they evolve. As you can see, Ulyss does have tie for the first place with Last Day Company and SPA, but BlackPitre is a 1 win with 2 losses over here, but they do have very hard opponents on the other side to play against. All of them are very, very good teams. Now, of course, some are better than others, don't get me wrong, but yeah, all of them are very, very good teams. They wouldn't have gotten here if they weren't good teams. It's actually quite a bit of a process to get into the Division 1 in both CPL Premier and the CivFR Squadrons, not to mention, of course, the upcoming CWC and so on and so forth, which does remind me, I actually need to do quite a bit of quoting over there for the CWC. Anyway, now we're gonna load in, and I hope this is, I hope that I'm right, and this is gonna be the last one. And we got a raid party, the game mechanic. Hello there, sir. Big hug hugs, my man. Thank you so much for rating us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. We do have Ulyss going against BlackPitre. You're just in luck. We're just getting in over here into the game, and it looks like on one side BlackPitre is gonna field Elizabeth the First with Khmer, Cleopatra, and Lincoln, while on the other side we do have Norway with Portugal, Montezuma, and Matthias Corvinus. I do want to mention for anybody that is new to what we're doing over here, this is a 4v versus 4 competitive tournament, and we do have quite a few teams with a lot of background on them, with a lot of very good experienced players, and we do need to see how they're gonna try to make use of every knowledge, every little bit of knowledge they have about the game to get this win. Also, Uzi Mafioso, well, good luck to all the players. Have fun! Yes, indeed. Let's go have fun. I do want to also give a big shout out over here to the man of the hour, the game mechanic. Thank you so much again for showing up and, of course, lending me your viewers. Much appreciated, and I do hope I'm gonna be on point over here with what I say, and of course provide them with enough entertainment value. It is what it is. Well, let's actually take a look at the new map. I believe we actually do have only this map, right? No more remap, no more remap tokens, right? Anyway, I don't want to... anyway, we can talk a little bit until we get the answer. London over here is gonna get his 2-3 deer tile to work at the beginning for extra production. It looks like we do have a confirmation over here that we do not have any more remap options. One remap, and it looks like Stream Chat was right again. They did correctly predict. Also, yeah, there we go. We got TGM in the house. We do have Scout coming up in 3 turns from London. He is gonna get his warrior on the west side, and I do see he's gonna have quite a bit of coast to settle on. In the south, we do have Sun-Tzu over here, and it does seem like there will be an option for Sun-Tzu to get his boats on the east side, cities on the east side, to try to contest England. We're going to see if Xpli is gonna want to actually settle on both sides of the coast with a possible trade with Portugal. Oh no, that's actually another opponent. I mean Xpli. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to stay on the east and not actually dip his toes on the western seas. We do have to take a look also on Elizabeth the First strategic resources. Iron in the third ring to the north over there of London. We do have the horses actually to the southwest in the third ring. Both resources are quite expensive unless he actually settles cities next to them, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna settle a city over here somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna get over here on the 2-2 so he can settle a better harbor, but there is a possibility for him to actually use his government plaza here for a better harbor. Anyway, now we do have him with quite a few cities, but unfortunately having Norway so far in the I would say in the south over here will pose quite a few challenges during the game. We do have Sun-Tzu with 2-2-1 wine tile, a 3-1 sheep, and a 3-1-1 fish tile. Looks like he's also going to have a few mountains on the east and a pretty good campus spot with holy side. Not bad actually. He has good-ish tiles over here to use for his holy side adjacency, but I think he actually will need probably mining if he wants to get a better one over here for the forest. But anyway, he's also going to have a decent amount of coast to go for. Also has a city state to take out, Ayutthaya to the southwest, take it over with those long ships. There's going to be a possibility for him to trade during the game with Zhao III to the northwest if they're not going to be interrupted by Elizabeth I fleet. Now we do have Nidaros also benefiting from an iron tile on the east side in the second ring. He does have a horse tile over there to the northwest, and let's see, 6.9k for the win. Yeah, let's go. The points just keep on rolling. We do have Sun-Tzu stepping on his horses in the second ring over here of Nidaros. Both resources are relatively inexpensive to get. I do also want to mention on the east side over here, he doesn't have a lot of chops, but he definitely has a few chops, and with a Monumentality Golden Age he can easily buy out a builder and chop some long ships if he actually wants to go against England. We're going to need to see how Sun-Tzu is going to want to approach this problem. We do have on the east side of Elizabeth I. On the other side of the coast, there's going to be Hungary, Phyrsos over here, which is probably not going to be incentivized to get on the coast on the west side. So he doesn't want to pick a fight with Elizabeth I directly on the navy. Now, he does have the Sahara to the northwest, which can actually be settled, but that will expose him to some attacks from London. And we're going to need to see if he's actually going to want to get those extra points of era squad, and of course the extra points of science from the Eye of the Sahara Wonder tiles, with the risk of actually getting into a fist fight with Elizabeth I. We do have also him with that 2-2 base. He has a few sheep tiles to work to the southwest, horse tile in the second ring with an iron tile in the third ring. A bit expensive to get the iron, but I don't think he cares that much. He's also going to be next to an ally over here, Montezuma, to his east. He's going to provide him some possibilities to trade. I'm pretty sure they can actually use this inner sea over here between them to set up coastal trade routes between their capital cities. We're going to need to see if they're actually going to try to prioritize this as soon as possible, or they're going to take their good old time to actually get everything else before they do this. We do have in the south, Khmer over here, Angkor Thom already benefiting from an extra culture point for the silk tile. He does have a settler coming up in 6 turns, and I do see he's gonna have quite a few cities to settle. Not a lot of them on the rivers, but he has enough rivers to actually get the benefits of river goddess properly. We do also have him with a continent split over here to the southwest. Looks like west side actually is gonna be the green continent. Not that close. I would have expected it to be a bit closer by the position of these geothermals. Also, bonsoir, Monsieur Fifi, bienvenue. I arrive and the game seems to finally begin. Yeah, you knew? Yeah, you knew when to join. You felt it. Very nice, very nice. And we do have Settler coming up in 4 turns over here from dISTORIA's Khmerian capital, and it looks like we're gonna need to wait for him to actually start placing down his holy sites to see exactly how he's gonna start to getting the steps done for his expansion. And also want to point out he's to the south of Montezuma. They will probably have a fist fight over here. Hazaggi is probably not gonna stay all alone and keep Khmer I would say out of danger. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to keep Khmer on his toes so he doesn't let him sim properly. dISTORIA over here is well known for being quite greedy when it comes to his sim, and he knows the late game bonuses very, very well. We're going to need to see if he's gonna be disturbed by some pillage attacks, so he slows down a little bit his development. We do have also Tenochtitlan on the coast with a possible +2 campus right next to him because of that geothermal fissure. He does have a few plantations that he can improve to the southeast with 2 bananas and a spice tile. A 2-3-1 spice tile being away from the beginning in the city of Tenochtitlan gives him that extra much needed production. I do have to say, unfortunately, he doesn't have other 2-2s over here to work in his initial cities, initial tiles of the city. Now we do have him also with a decent amount of coast to settle on. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be that happy because of it, and we might actually see him start to settle inland quite soon. This coffee tile, for example, to the northwest would be nice. He has another one right towards Hungary, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some form of a discussion between Phyrsos and how to say, his ally playing Montezuma, Hazaggi, where they should actually settle over here so they can actually set up the coastal trade routes. We do have Tenochtitlan also benefiting from horses in the third ring. He does also have his iron in the third ring, quite expensive, and we do need to see if they're actually going to acquire them with other cities, or they're actually going to invest into this with gold to buy the tiles so they can benefit from them. We do have Washington here actually in the south. FloppyFlong is going to have Lincoln, and it does look like he's gonna have a bit of a challenge in front of him when it comes to his district placement. He doesn't have a lot of space over here to the west and to the east. His land is more to the north and to the south, and it does seem like to the north he's gonna have Gabzou over here as a trading partner. This is actually quite a safe map for them with Lege on the same Okay, okay. So it looks like Lincoln is probably going to be free sim for quite some time. He's going to have the opportunity to trade with dISTORIA if he wants to through these seas, if they do manage to protect themselves from Aztec Navy, if he's actually going to get a navy. We do have Washington expanding with a settler in 210s, and I do see he's going to have quite a few iron tiles to the southwest, both in the third ring, a bit expensive, but you know, it is what it is. Plus 6 campus over here on that cheap tile, which is using the geothermal fissure adjacency and the mountains with another +3 in the capital. Not bad, not bad at all. Now I'm a bit worried about his city count and of course the placement of these cities with available housing and production and food, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Floppy over here try to find the best solution for this sim. To his north we do have also Raketet on the floodplain tile. We do have him getting another settler in 610s, and looks like he's moving his initial settler to the north. I'm actually curious if he's gonna want to settle that insert style or next to it. He does have the possibility to get a Temenaki if he wants to. A decent amount of tiles have appeared over here in Raketet with floodplain. He does have the food from the bananas, and I do see he can get some extra production working that 1-3 tile to the west side with a possible amenity from the Mercury. Good evening, Brody Butter. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Now we do have to the east side actually a few one-tile chokes that he needs to pass to get to Portugal. Lege is probably gonna try to close this up with some form of a unit doesn't and will probably want to ignore as much as possible the land problems that he's gonna have, or at least try to stop any kind of land aggression from Egypt. We do have also Gabzou benefiting from an iron tile in the second ring towards the northwest of Raketet, and I do see he has horses in the southeast. They are gonna be 3 rings out, a bit expensive for him to actually get with gold. And I gotta say, actually throughout the game we've seen many civilizations with very expensive tastes, I should say, in their strategic resources. We do have settler coming up in 410s, another one, a second one from Lisbon. Looks like Lege is gonna want to settle the southwest, and this is a bit dangerous. Gabzou does have a scout there which is getting sniffed out by this settler right now. It should have the vision over it. Remember, the settler does have an extra vision over a scout. Ooh, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I mean, he won't see this also, but the scout will see him. Well, let's see. Is Portugal gonna just settle? Is he gonna just settle, or is he gonna go greedy? Oh my god, he's going 1-2. Is he gonna delete the settler? Or are gonna spam B? What do you think? Is he gonna delete settler, spam B? Or let's see. Is Lege gonna delete wait a second. Settler, spam B, shift enter away. Okay. Let's see. Very quickly, guys. There's a poll going on. Is Lege gonna? Is he gonna delete settler? Is he gonna spam B? Is he gonna shift enter away? Spam B basically means he's gonna want to settle in place over here. Well, before we got the answer to our question, it looks like Lege has lost his first settler over here. Gabzou wins the fight with his scout out of the Shroud of Darkness coming up from this stone tile. Ooh. Oh man, I need to clip this. I really need to clip this. I'm sorry, I need to clip this. That is 1-0 over here between BlackPitre and Ulyss. They managed to snatch this away. Is he gonna delete settler? Is he gonna Is he gonna delete settler? Is he gonna spam B? Is he gonna shift enter away? Spam B basically means he's gonna want to settle in place over here. I lost his first settler over here. Is he gonna delete settler? Is he gonna spam settler over here? Gabzou wins. Is he gonna delete settler? Is he gonna spam B? Gabzou not taking any prisoners. There we go. I got it. all the clips. Yeah, and Sasu, good evening, sir. Also blep over here, huh? Okay. Leo Colhart, good evening, sir. You need to protect your settlers at all times. Yes, that is true. I do have to mention Portugal did have a scout over here going through the mountains, and he was just about like it was a matter of one turn or one tile of a vision over here, so he could see this Egyptian scout coming through the mountain pass. But well, it is what it is. He lost his second settler, which is going to be a big slowdown for Portugal's development. He's going to need to try to catch up. This is not going to be easy for Lisbon. Now we do have also him with iron in the second ring over here to the northwest. He does have his horse iron in the southwest in the third ring. He was about to settle over there, so it would be much closer to a possible second city on those seas. And we do need to see if he's actually gonna start expanding soon to the southeast as well. And we do have him with at least 2 cities that he could place to the west, with quite a few cities that he could actually populate this coast. And all of this peninsula is his to actually make his own and get his empire booming. We do need to also take a look at the pantheons. Now that we actually finished with all of the civilizations, we can actually put up the screen for the city-states and take a look at the early moves of the players with where they settle first, or what kind of technologies did they have, did they actually choose a pantheon, did they not, and so on. It looks like Rapa Nui with Ayutthaya will be the cultured city-states of the game. Armagh with Kandy will be the ones with religion. Singapore with Mexico City will provide the industry bonuses. We've got Kabul and Gazargamu and a CAD coming up for the military. Looks like Singapore with Mexico providing the industry extra production, and Nalanda with Hattusa will be providing the science. Okay. I mean, yeah, we got 2 science city-states. It looks like science is one over here. Now, Teotihuacan getting quite close up and personal. Khmer is next to it as well. There might be a fight for Hattusa at some point. We do have also another one here, very down in the south. It looks like Khmer is probably going to sniff it out. I'm not sure if his opponents are actually going to get a whiff of it, and we're going to need to see if Ulyss over here, Sun-Tzu, is actually going to go so far in the south so he can actually spot out an Nalanda unit or a border. Lege would be so mad. Yeah, he is probably very mad. A very flat peninsula, that is true. Also, Brody Butthead making a comment about the peninsula of Portugal over here. Also, Gabzou should let the Lege almost get it back and delete it at the last moment. Oh my, yeah, I mean, yeah, what can I say? The funny thing is, actually, Egypt can settle this city without any kind of repercussion. Like, he can get another scout, he can get this other settler in connection, and then just settle his city to the south. There will be a bit of a problem with them fighting on the seas with boats, but until he's gonna actually see nows on the map, that's not gonna be that big of an issue. We're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna want to settle or keep going somewhere else. Now, of course, he's gonna have a problem if he actually settles on the coast. It looks like he's not going to be shy of settling next to the coast. He does have Ektemenanki coming up in 6 turns from his capital city, with a trader from Iunu in 3 turns, and he did start to upgrade his plantations over here, got irrigation in the meantime. We do have an unmet city-state being taken down. It looks like Montezuma did manage to get some help from Hungary to take out Kabul from his north. That puts him at 3 cities right now, with a soon to be 4th city. He does have access to sugar tiles and coffee tiles, and I do see he has access to diamonds in the south with spices, so that's going to be 4 extra amenities. He has a continent split of, that will give him access to a few more amenities here. In the water, I do see some amber tiles. I do see some pearl tiles also to the southwest, where he should actually settle a city. So there's going to be a decent amount of advantage when it comes to Aztec's ability to attack his opponents. That volcano wonder to the north of Egypt. Wait. Oh, this. Oh my god, yes. Did he see this one? He does not know. He does not know. Oh my god, look at the wonders over here. Oh, look at the. Yes, they already got improved. This is amazing. This is so good. I mean, just get a city there, you know. Anyway, it's fine. I guess it is what it is. And he did settle Akhetaten right in the face of his opponent. Looks like Egypt over here is gonna want to keep as much as possible Portugal contained to the east. We do have galley coming up from Delgata in 6 turns, and I gotta say, Gabzou right here really needs a galley of his own. Gabzou is going for sailing in 3 turns, and it doesn't look like he's gonna have enough production in that city center to actually get a boat out quickly. So his only chance will probably probably be to buy a boat, which is quite expensive. They're gonna need to keep a lot of gold on their side. Now we do need to take a bounce over here. Norway getting his Earth Goddess pantheon. He's starting to put down his holy sites, and it does look like he did actually take out that forest over there between Nidaros and Oslo. He does have his fish tire improve. He's probably gonna get celestial navigation boost soon, and I do see he's starting to build up his shrine count for the extra faith. A pretty good addition from Earth Goddess, a faith generation per turn. He's already on 14 faith a turn with 5 science and 4 culture. Also, one tile settle further to the left would have been ensured better loyalty for that Egyptian city. Yes. Yes. Also, Nemesis, hello there, sir, and welcome. I hope you're feeling well today. How are you doing? How are you doing? We do have Viking longships coming up from Nidaros, so he can actually get some scouts in the water over here. Do actually want to see if he actually met Ayutthaya. He did not meet Ayutthaya yet, so he doesn't know that he does actually have a city-state to take out from the beginning. Ayutthaya is busy building a granary, so it's going to be easy pickings. Now, we do have also Hungary going for God of Open Sky. Looks like he did actually settle Miskolc to the west of Buda, which does give him access to the Eye of the Sahara, at least 2 tiles of the Eye of the Sahara. He with Open Sky, he actually has the extra culture already coming out from his pastures. He has 3 of them improved, can actually improve another 2 more in the city of Buda, with a few more in the other cities, especially these cattle over here in Esztergom. The preserve would actually improve with some extra yields over here, the Eye of the Sahara, which I think is going to be good for Hungary. We're going to need to see if he's going to overmatch this extra district that he put down. We do have also, or I should say, recover the district slot somehow. We do have a 4th settler coming up from Buda. Looks like at the moment he's putting off building his 5th one, and we do have him with a Khmerian scout that he needs to deal with to the southeast. Khmer still didn't get a religion yet. He does have his holy sites starting to be put next to the river. As you can see, even from Lingapura, he put it here. So I was thinking river goddess might actually be a thing, but he did not choose it. He went for initiation rites. He does know that he's probably going to need to fight the Aztec quite a bit, and he's going to want to put as much production as possible into those units. He's going to get some faith back from building each unit, which is going to help him, of course, sim a little bit better or buy new units. We do have him with that iron tile still not improved. He doesn't have his horses improved, but he is starting to generate a decent amount of faith per turn. 9 at the moment, with new shrines coming into, and the new holy sites coming in as well. Anyone playing Phantom Liberty? I'm not, sir. I don't even know what that is, by the way. FIFA has taken a toll on my mental health. Game for 1,000 bucks done with whoa, 1,000 bucks. Whoa, okay. Change of weather, I see. Okay, I've got a folder full of FIFA game memes on Instagram. Oh, wow, I see. Oh, I see. Is that memey? Is that buggy? Is the game that buggy? I don't know FIFA. Never played it. I mean, I played it when I was little, but I never played it now. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, I see. You are confirming. Yes, it is. Very buggy game. Very buggy. We do have Montezuma with his 4th city already, of course, starting to boom over here. Liang getting in, so he gets that extra production going. I do see he's getting a 5th one from Tenochtitlan and a 6th one from Teotihuacan. He keeps on getting that momentum, and I do see he got a builder over here from Tenochtitlan. Did improve one of his fish tiles in the water, and I'm curious what is he going to do next. Looking at his tech side, he did want to get irrigation. I'm actually curious if he got it or not. I can't actually see if he has the option to build a plantation or not, but yes, he does have quite a few plantations that not only will give him the extra production if they're on flat tiles, but they will give him the extra gold, which is gonna be nice. We do need to take a look also on Lincoln. He did put at least one coastal settler on the east side. This is gonna expose him a little bit, and we're going to need to see also over here Egypt is if he's gonna manage to trade punches with Portugal. Looks like Lincoln did choose to go for city patron goddess as a pantheon. Has quite a few traders coming out. Charleston gonna get that one. Actually, one trader coming out, not a few. Baltimore, it did get access to a 3-2 banana for that extra food, and he does have the fresh water from the one tile lake. Magnus established in the capital will give him the strong internals. And I do see he has another city spot over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, 4 more cities, 4, 5 more cities can be settled, but that includes the western coast. He might actually want to keep away for a while from the western coast. We'll see if they actually want to get into a fist fight over here with Hazaggi. Hazaggi does only have one single coastal, might get another one, but he doesn't really look like he can commit on the naval fight that well. We do have also Egypt managing to finish his Temenaki. That means he's getting a powerful boost in his economy. Egypt is already on 12 science with 4 culture, and I do see he's getting soon the culture coming out from his monuments. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some sphinxes also being put down over here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually gonna use this builder to make a sphinx here to the northwest of Rakedet. Extra food coming around from the wheat tiles. He's also going to have some plantations to improve for some gold, and he did choose a Lady of the Rings and Marshes as a pantheon, so he gets the extra production on all of these floodplain tiles. Since he did choose to actually go so aggressive against Portugal, you can actually see Portugal is starting to lose on all 3 fronts over here, which is going to be a bigger and bigger problem. More boats coming out from Delgada, more boats coming out from Akhenaten. I do believe Egypt did actually buy the first galley, so he keeps away the Portuguese galley from his territory. While I do notice Lege over here, his scouts, he cannot protect his scouts that well. I do see he's getting hit by these units from Egypt, and he lost a decent amount of health on both of those scouts. One got placed back in the city of Delgada, one moved a little bit further away. Let's see. And Sun-Tzu is saying no CP 2077 for me. I'm playing Starfield. Wait, what is that CP? And I had my dog outside. There was a friendly cat that wanted me to sit down, and so I did. I became a cat pet for like 5-10 minutes. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, good cat, I guess. I was on Elite Division in FIFA 2023, but this time it's just unplayable and explosive control bugs, stability issues, players become invisible, even offline modes for terrible. Oh my god, players become invisible. Oh, I saw this in Escape from Tarkov. It is unbelievably stupid what is going on over there. Anyway, same for the recent games, man. Every recent game has had too many bugs to launch, and they keep updating for the next few years, and even then it's not certain if the bugs will be squashed before they lose interest. Yeah, it is what it is. We got good to play games, not ready to play games, you know. Anyway, we do have a relic over here on FloppyFlong G. Looks like he's gonna get a little bit of help over there on Abraham Lincoln, but well, he already got his pantheon, and I do believe he's actually probably gonna give that relic away to somebody else, because I mean, he doesn't really need it at all. We do have Khmer over here on his team that he definitely needs an extra relic to get that extra faith generation going. He's at the moment still trying to get it up. We do have Aztec with an Eagle Warrior starting to attack Mahendra Parvata, or at least getting close to it. There's an archer over there that will shoot back quite a few arrows against Hazaggi's Eagle Warrior, and of course Hazaggi knows that. He's not going to want to give the free experience to the archer, and he definitely knows that he cannot take on the city of Mahendra Parvata with a single Eagle Warrior. We do have Hungary improving some more of his plashers, and I do see he got his preserved one turn over here in Miskolc. He's starting up with his commercial so he can get his traders going. I do see 2 of them did get placed down from Estergom and Buda. The city of Miskolc is already 4 population, and we do need to see what is he gonna choose as a second district over here. Ooh, hello, Luke Gang. Thank you so much, sir.
United Primer, Luke89.
Thank you, sir. 19 months. Amazing. Lege is clearly dead. Then your Dingo making a prediction over here. I don't know, man. It doesn't. I mean, I do trust Lege to try to get out of this. He's going to have a challenge in front of him. And we do need to see if Egypt is going to manage to actually push through this. It looks like he is trying to push through this. One big question I have about Lege's ability to defend, is he going horses? If he's going to go horses, he will have a chance. Or, of course, if he's going to try to go for a classical unit like a swordsman as well. I do think horses are just going to be a bit faster. We do have soon Mariano Ceretar just coming up on the battlefield. It looks like Egypt over here is managing to get the galleys in the water, so he defends against Portugal, while we do have a possible American incursion as well. We do need to see if Egypt is going to manage to get his own classical units out. With Egypt on archery in 1 turn, he's going to finish. He's going to get the opportunity to go to horses quite quickly. He does have 13 science with with 9 culture versus legions 7 and 5. I do have to say the amount of science points at the beginning of the game does make a significant difference when it comes to the turns, the amount of turns you actually discover your technologies. Now we do have monuments also coming around from Portugal. He's going to want to get his oligarchy quite quickly. I do see a trader also coming up from Lisbon, and I do have to point out I'm not that convinced if he can actually trade coastally. Can he? Yes, he should be able to trade directly to Norway. Yes, that's a okay. So Norway helped him breach the fog of war over here, so they can actually trade. It's fine. Now we do have Norway getting a slinger out. He had a few problems with some pesky scouts over here getting into his territory and trying to pillage his holy sites, but he's fine. He got Moksha established in the city of Nidaros with, of course, Serskar still gathering that faith per turn. 26 faith per turn, a considerable number. On Khmer, we do see he's also starting to get a decent amount of faith in the bank with 18 faith per turn, 7 science and 7 culture. He's getting new shrines up. Still did not get enough points for the Great Prophet. No, he did. He just didn't click the button. Look at that. He's on 31 out of 30, while Norway is 27 out of 30 as well. He's going to get it next turn. Now, Khmer will have the opportunity to establish a religion in this turn with 4 more turns to go until the next era. Looking at the era score screen, we do have everybody crossing that threshold for a golden age, even though Lege over here was getting pushed by Egypt and is getting pushed by Egypt. He did manage to get his golden age. I do have to mention Egyptian army composition over here. Does include 2 scouts, a warrior and an archer. It does have a few galleys in the water for some coastal pressure, but it doesn't look like he's going to have very strong units to go against his opponent until these Mariano Chariot archers come out. The warriors are not that good at attacking city centers, especially if they're only 1 or 2, and I'm pretty sure the scouts are just gonna die at the city borders over here. Yeah, there we go. They're just dying, losing their health. We do have new settlers coming around from Egypt, which is a bit of a surprise. I would have thought he would have wanted to actually, now that he actually pushed his opponent and got a leg over there, I would have thought he's gonna keep that leg and try to snatch the other leg as well and take down Portugal. It doesn't look like he's gonna want to push into Portugal that hard, or at least is going to try to make himself some advantages, create himself some advantages in the upcoming part of the game when he's going to get higher technology. He's going to try to get higher technology, higher culture than his opponent, so he can actually overwhelm him. But that also gives him the decision, that also gives us an idea that he already made a decision that he's not going to take out Portugal from the beginning. Also, Pastastic, good evening, sir. This is part of why I like watching you. Know how European cities names are pronounced, and I do not, so get to learn. Thank you so much, Pastastic. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I do my best, and I do have to say I'm so glad that Machiavelli is dropping on my stream, or anybody that is actually giving me an idea and correcting me that I pronounced a city good or I didn't pronounce it well, and so on and so forth. Because I mean, I don't know them. I do try. I don't know all of them, I mean, but I do try to learn as many. Mariano, yeah, exactly. Also, Uzi Mafioso is saying I might give Starfield a try after Cyberpunk, although I was thinking of playing Armored Core 6 first. From software games are always enjoyable. Okay, mate, it's the same with almost EA Sports games. FYI, all of them are buggy, and then they ask you to pay for the next buggy mess. Yeah, I don't really play EA games to say my opinion. But if you are looking for something like shooters or a game to sink a lot of hours in, except Civilization, of course, you know, Civilization, our heart. Escape from Tarkov is a pretty good game and very challenging, very hard game to play. Now we do have to also take a look at the, by the way, City Skylines 2 that's coming out soon. I can't wait for that one to come out. Counter-Strike 2 is out. Might give it a shot. Yeah, I tried that as well. Yeah, it's not bad, but still not challenging enough like Escape from Tarkov. We do need to take a look at all of the map over here to see their pantheons. Goddess of Ties being picked up by Xpli. He's gonna get that extra culture point on his coastal resources, and I do see he plugged in Magnus with Moksha. He didn't go for his 4th and the 5th settle, but he did manage to get his Royal Navy dockyards, 3 of them out. I do see he also is starting to work on his lighthouses, which is which are gonna open up new trade route possibilities. Do you think we might see a Civ7 in 2024? It is very likely that we're gonna see a Civ7 in 2024. Yes. Need to buy a mouse though, much cheaper than buying a PS5 for FIFA. Definitely. Yes, Escape from Tarkov is very difficult, but it is very rewarding as well if you do manage to get it. You do get how to say, quite a few challenges in that game. Now we do have another religion over here. Actually, two religions have been picked up. Khmer did choose choral music with the Defender of the Faith, getting his culture coming up from his shrines and temples. I'm actually a bit surprised he didn't go for work ethic. We do have Feed the World on Norway. He's going to want very tall pop cities with the extra food he's going to get from his shrines and temples. He will also have an extra housing from each. Lay Ministry is going to give him the extra 2 faith for each holy site, and theater squares will get the extra +2 culture. I do see Hazaggi is already 11 sites with 15 culture, right next to dISTORIA's 8 and 12. We do have Montezuma over here already with 2, 4, 6 cities, getting his arbors down, starting to get his economy working, and already put his connection city with Phyrsos. I was thinking there's gonna be some form of a negotiation going on here. He also just got access to another amenity, and that is the pearl tile in the waters of Tlacopan. So he already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible bonuses. Oh yeah, 5 possible amenity bonuses over here. Let's actually take a look. He's on +3 right now. He does need to improve the pearl tile, and he does need to improve one of these diamond tiles. Oh, 6. He has a dice tile also, so that's 6. 7 with the silk, but it actually requires him to go a little bit further in the south than he would be comfortable with. But anyway, now we do have Khmer also struggling to get up his army. He's starting to get his horse out from Angkor Thom. Usually at this point in the game, Khmer does want to get settlers out of his cities and not units, but he knows Aztec from the north might actually push him a little bit too hard.
Where is our who is Vinnick bet dude? Cheer 100.
Hey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, much appreciated, sir. Also, Edward, good evening, sir. Yes, prediction. Yes, let's get the prediction going. Let's go. What does everybody think? Who will win? We got Ulyss on one side and BlackPitre on the other side. I gotta say, you guys nailed the last 2 votes, but the first one this week, you didn't get. Anyway, there we go. We got the prediction going. It's a 1 or 2. Ulyss or BlackPitre, that's what you have to choose from. Ulyss or BlackPitre. 7 seas is gonna be the map. On the left side, FloppyFlong, Gabzou, Xpli, and dISTORIA coming up today from BlackPitre. On the right side, we do have Ulyss with Sun-Tzu, Hazaggi, Lege, and Phyrsos. And taking a look at the city states over here, looks like Phyrsos did manage to acquire Hattusa's Hattusa's grace, and we do have Khmer actually getting some units over there trying to poke at it. He might actually want to take it out as an advantage from his opponents. Now we do have also FloppyFlong with a pen brush and voice Squadrons. We just got into the classical era. FloppyFlong is starting to get his markets out, and I do see builders coming from Washington and Baltimore. Gabzou with a pen passion voice golden age, 15 science and 11 culture. Looks like he is managing to get his first Mariano chariot archer out from the city of Aketatan. He still has a bit of a problem with loyalty in that city center, especially since another city has been put down from Portugal, and he doesn't have a lot of population in his other cities to the west side. Well, he did manage to get a considerable amount of science from his temple of, from his Temenanki, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a few more of these sphinxes for the extra culture. We do have the government plaza being placed down in multiple districts here, a commercial, a campus, and I do see another commercial here. No harbor in the city of Aketatan, and I'm pretty sure he's probably not gonna want to go harbors. We do have another Mariano chariot archer coming up from Aketatan. I wouldn't be surprised if they would buy him a builder over here to chop a horse out or something like that, so he can actually have a chance to take down the Portuguese cities. We do also have Xpli with a pen bash and voice golden age, 12 science and 28 culture. I do have to say he's getting his ancestral hall going. He has a major problem going on the west side of this coast with Portugal being there. We do have already Portugal starting to trade with Norway, and of course starting to get a bit more gold. 39 gold per ton from those trade routes, of course, very long trade routes. We do have Norway on the same seas as the west side, and it doesn't look like he actually wanted to settle on the east. That means England over here is going to have a bit more safety in the eastern coast, and of course we will see new settlers starting to get out of his cities, and we will see his Gabzou get ancestral hall soon. He did place down a campus over here next to the city of Bristol, while Liverpool still needs its population. No, he placed down a campus over here as well. Okay, he went for campuses and very early campuses and harbors. Okay. Now we do have also Khmer coming up with 11 science and 23 culture. dISTORIA is already losing 7 gold a turn. He's starting to get his encampment finished, and I do see encampment training project coming up in 3 turns from him. We do have Hungary making 2 great general points a turn, Khmer making 3.4, while he's going to get his first encampment training project finished. He's probably going to have the ability to get that general. I do see Hungary. Phyrsos did actually manage to levy the city of Hattusa, getting a few swordsmen on his side. He's going to have quite a bit of strength to attack into the Khmerian defenses or try to defend from any kind of Khmerian attack. We do have a few Aztec and Eagle warriors there, but I do have to point out Aztec did not actually choose to go for classical units very quickly, so he's going to bide his time over here to try to play with Khmer in the south. Now we do have Sun-Tzu with Monumentality Golden Age. He's making 47 faith a turn with 9 science and 18 culture. Has a few more Viking longships coming out, so he can scout out the seas. Still did not take Ayutthaya down by the looks of it. He still can do it, but did not choose to yet. We do have another city to the northwest with new settlers on their way. We're going to need to see how far and how wide he's going to try to expand here. His Gabzou is non-existent. I don't see a Gabzou placed down yet. Well, he does have 7 pop next, and oh, he chose a harbor. Okay, I see. He went harbor second, so his Gabzou is going to be delayed until he's going to get the population. But good thing he did get Feed the World, which does allow him to grow his cities quite fast. Also is Uzi, how many turns till rebellion on Lege's border? It's 9 turns, but its population is going to grow in 6 over here. There's going to be new population in Rakedet and Shedet before that, so the numbers might change. It also changes if there's a unit inside or not. The unit adds a little bit more loyalty pressure. Also going against my instinct today. Guzakimbo, are you going for the big one? Also Khmer gonna course a rush on Aztec. He might, but I think Aztec will have a significant advantage over here. I guess I might be wrong, but we'll see. It looks like at the beginning of the game, Hazaggi is getting a very high tempo, and with the trade routes that he's gonna come out, he's gonna get to use from all of these harbors and everything. I believe he's gonna have a strong empire. I'm a bit worried about the number of cities that Khmer is benefiting from, and now that of course he has his face generation up, he and Monumentality Golden Age is starting to get his cities out as well. We do have Hazaggi with that 14 science and 23 culture, getting his Gabzou from Tenochtitlan. That's actually going to give him access to 2 very good campuses between that Rift Isle and the Gabzou Plaza. He's getting a wave of commercials with a wave of harbors in the cities that are on the coast, and starting to trade with his neighbor. Actually, this trade route is going from Teotihuacan to the city of Buda, to the capital city of Hungary. Is going to want to go externals here with 45 gold a turn. Interesting. We do have Lege with a pen brush and voice golden age. He lost his second city, and now he's getting pushed by Egypt. There still is no classical unit available for Egypt to attack into his opponent. We do have a skirmish on the water, but it looks like it kind of fizzled down. New boats are coming up from Delgata with harbors being built in his main cities. At the moment, I don't actually see Lege getting his horses out or trying to do something. Masonry coming up in 4 turns, and of course he doesn't really want to derail into this, nor does he actually know how many units his opponent is benefiting from. He sees this Mariano Chariot Archer, and that's it. Interesting. Anyway, no generals. I don't think so. Khmer was very close to getting one. Looks like he's 24 points out of 30 to get one, and he needs like 6 more turns to get there. Oh, horses, there we go. So Lege, we did find out that Lege did get horses. Very nice. Lege over here does have 53 gold a turn. He's getting his lighthouses going in New Harbor so he can get more traders. Only 2 traders are in the water right now towards the Norwegian capital. Now I'm pretty sure Egypt will need his own units to fight off his opponent here. Cleopatra did underestimate Lege, I would say, or maybe correctly estimated Lege so he can get advantages later on in the game rather than focus all of his efforts into taking down Portugal from the beginning. We do have also Phyrsos with 22 science and 24 culture, a very balanced approach to the game here with 4 cities out. He's getting his audience chamber in 2 turns, and he's gonna finish his grove in the city of Miskolc Preserve next to the Eye of the Sahara, which is gonna give him that extra bonus yields next to his cities. Encampment is gonna finish in Sedgom in 5 turns. He's gonna give a bit of a boost over here to the commercial adjacency, and he's gonna start acquiring the general points. Not bad. He does have an opponent over here. He could definitely try to poke Khmer at the same time with the Aztec. It's gonna be quite strong. Strong. Anyway, Hattusa over here is in trouble. We do have Khmerian horses next to it. Yes, there are some Hungarian troops over there as well. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Khmer try to recruit its general soon, but yeah, he's taking his good old time. Okay, 4 more turns. And we do have Khmer horse getting chopped. Aztec is not making any units. We do have 2 of these Hungarian swordsmen in the borders of Hattusa, and I do see archers are also defending Hattusa. No extra unit in the city center to actually help out with the defense on Hattusa. Though, look at the preserves. Yeah, they're amazing. Look at that. Look at the Eye of the Sahara tiles, man. Yeah, this is amazing. 4 2 2s. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Anyway, Phyrsos over here does seem like he's getting his what is it? So he's getting he's in a Penbash and voice Golderish. He has Governor Pingala and Miskolc, and I'm a bit confused how he has so much science. He probably did get Pingala first. Oh, he went Pingala first, that's why. Because Moksha is just assigned over here in the city of Buddha, that's why. So he got Pingala with the science instead of everything else. Of course, he had enough culture, not only from the Eye of the Sahara, but also from Open Sky, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be so happy with the preserve bonuses in the culture. We got an emergency here. Uh-oh. Is it that kind of emergency? That kind. Okay. I think I'm gonna go and get me a cup of coffee over here. Give me a second, let me start up the machine because it takes a little bit of time, you know. Like, you start it up, it hits the water, you start it up again. I clicked the button. Now it's gonna happen. Ooh. Mathar, good evening, sir. Ulyss is gonna have so much gold. They will have saved naval trader, don't you think so? Is Norway not gonna have help Portugal with the longboats? I doubt that Portugal can actually be helped by Norway with the longboats, even if the longboats get here. Oh, wait a second. He can actually help through the south. It's open territory here, and it is. He's there. Sun-Tzu is there with the longboats. He's actually getting on this coast, and it looks like Sun-Tzu will also have America over here, an American city to take out. So yeah, Baltimore might be taken over. Akhenaten might be taken over. we're going to need to see how much effort Sun-Tzu wants to actually put into this. I don't see him getting a lot of long ships. I don't see him getting more cities. I don't see him getting a lot of long ships. I believe he actually built like 3 or 4. Oh yeah, there we go. So we got the 4, another 3 over here, taking out Ayutthaya slowly but surely. After he's going to finish with Ayutthaya, he's probably going to move on towards Akhetaten. You know, that city center is 10 turns away from rebelling, still getting his population count, and I do see audience chamber is going to come out from Rakedet. Now we do have a new Mariano structure coming up from that city also. That's a yummy Rakedet. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, but they'll need everyone to live if they want to win. Yeah. Wait, what happened? Why is the... Wait, 1 second. Okay, it's getting there. They'll need everyone to leave if they want to win. That's what was said last over here. I do have to say, Hazaggi over here with 15 science and 28 culture, he could definitely go for some units if he wants to. Has a lot of choppable terrain. I do have to say, a lot of rainforest and forest and stone are appearing next to his cities. And I'm pretty sure we might actually see builder expansion when it comes to the feudalism timing. So he can actually get quite a few units out. By that time, by the way, for example, stirrups timing, he's also going to get a few more amenities getting improved. For example, this dice tile and the diamond tile are getting improved over here. He got to his +4, he's gonna get to +5, and he will get decent amount of science and culture. We do have him still needing to actually get his campuses, still needs the extra population growth in Azcapotzalco and Tenochtitlan. I think actually in Tenochtitlan, because Azcapotzalco is 4 population and he didn't actually settle his second district here. Is Sun-Tzu Norway Berserker longship or just longship? That's a very good question. That's a... No, it's Berserker plus longship Norway. Yes, if you're asking, it's Konge. It's Konge Norway. If you're asking what type of leader of Norway it is. Okay, so... we do have Norway establishing his 4th city to the west side. He does have a 5th city coming off over here from Oslo and working on the 6th one on Ayutthaya with a few Viking longships. He did get one over here next to Egypt's borders, and he might actually start attacking it with the help of the Portuguese galleys. New Marino Chetachers are coming up from Akhetaten, while at the moment I don't actually see Gabzou following up with a classical unit apprenticeship coming up in 3 turns from him. New commercials hubs being put down, and I do see Moksha did get established in Iwunu. That's after he actually had Liang in that city center. No, sorry, he didn't get Liang. That was somebody else getting Liang. That was Aztec. Sorry, I mistook the city. That was Aztec that got Kabul over there with Liang. We do have Rakedet getting the benefits of extra production from the floodplate tiles. He has quite a few of them to buy, and I do see he has Sphinxes giving him that extra nice juicy culture and faith generation. Now we do need to see also if Lincoln is going to want to establish a navy over here on the east side of his borders. He does have Baltimore exposed to the coast and exposed to these Norwegian and the Portuguese boats. Who do you see dying? Aztec might be Jimabo. Thank you so much for the follow, sir, and good evening, sir. Also, can you speak so quickly the Aztec city names? Kong, bro, can you do it again? Yeah, sure. Okay. So Azcapotzalco, Tenochtitlan, Tlacopan, Teotihuacan, and Malinanco. I mean, my God, I've spoken this so many times. It's like, you know, second nature. I'm getting surprised though. Sometimes actually, like especially on the polis cities, I'm not that convinced exactly how to pronounce them. But slowly but surely, I'm getting there. You know, it's a work in progress. That oil tile would be oh so delightful if the game goes that long. Wait, which one? In Norway? in Norway or somewhere else? You're talking about somebody with very good yields on the coast. Who is that somebody? Yeah. Yeah. Or are you talking about Egypt? Are you talking about Egypt? Oh, Egypt oil tile. This one, right? This is gonna be amazing. Yes. This is gonna be amazing. He already has a 251 underneath the capital city, by the way, in Rakedet. This is so good, so good. Anyway, he's getting a few more campuses, and I do see his marionette archers are starting to get contested by horses. The moment we still don't see Egypt actually benefiting from a lot of these marionette archers or classical units, and that is stopping him from actually attacking and taking down Portugal. Now, Portugal is in quite a bit of a pickle over here with only 9 signs. He does have his 21 cultural 10, only has 3 cities. He lost the city center at the beginning, and he definitely needs to expand over here. The fact that he is getting pressured by Egypt is slowing down his expansion plans, and this is going to hurt quite a bit in the long term Portugal. Now, he doesn't have another option. That is the problem, right? Egypt is using his units to try to slow down as much as possible Portugal, and he is succeeding. Now, we do need to see also if Gabzou over here with Cleopatra is going to want to be aggressive. Now we do have America getting another wave of settlers. I do see Charleston building one in 210s. He's starting to improve his territory. Got a flood in to the northeast of that city center, and he's starting to connect his economy with Egypt. Not on the coast though. We do have Baltimore over here getting the benefits of Reina, and I do see a trader is working from there to the capital. He's working his magnets internals while he's putting down new settlers into the production queues. We do have markets also coming around from his cities. Another city state has been taken down, and this time it is Hattusa that has fallen to the armies of Khmer. I do have to say that I was definitely expecting dISTORIA to be a bit more lax on getting military out. It looks like he was quite a bit focused on getting that military out, got the general going, and now Aztec is being caught with his pants down over here. He's in the middle of the river, still having his soap on his body over there, trying to clean himself. Doesn't have a single shield, a single sword. It's very far away, and then his opponent is sniping him from the forest. We're going to need to see if dISTORIA is going to follow up his attack against his opponent. We do have a writing coming up next turn from Khmer with defensive tactics in 1. Looks like dISTORIA has the opportunity to go just with horses to try to attack into Aztec territory, and we do not have defenders coming up from Aztec. Aztec does have a decent amount of advantage from his extra attack from the luxury attack bonus. The biggest problem here is you actually need to attack to benefit from that, and that's quite a bit of a problem. I love me some big eels. Yes sir. Bro, whatever gets lots of pre-built galleys can kill the coastline with caravel timing. It's the language of civilization. Yeah. Also Egypt 1 city coastal, England 1 Portugal, and Norway full naval. I like their odds. Yeah, that's true. I also like Portugal's odds on the seas with Norway. And I guess we're going to need to see how they're going to play this out. There's a lot of possibility for mistake over here, so we'll see. Looks like Norway did get the 5th city out as well. Still didn't get Tayuthaya, but it's about to go down. We do have a full strength Viking longship that is probably going to hit it next turn, or maybe this turn even. Yeah, this turn. He's going to hit it this turn and might even take it over. It looks like, yeah, there we go. He just took it over. He got a 6th settler over here quite easily. We do have holy sites, more holy sites and state churches coming up from his cities for his faith generation. He's on 56 faith a turn with a positive economy on 28 gold a turn. 13 science with 25 culture. We do need to see if Sun-Tzu is going to want to pressure England over here. Unbelievable, actually. Xpli is also coming on the same sea as Portugal, Norway, Egypt, and America. What is going on over here? Is he actually going to get to pillage these Portuguese traders? This is going to be funny. If actually we do have them on the same coast, and England is allowed to actually pillage traders over here with Norway being on the same seas. You shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be a thing. How is that a thing? Norway over here should have supremacy. Anyway, we do have the attack started up from Khmer. Looks like horses are immediately put into the production queues of Teotihuacan. There is also an array of builders that might actually help him get those units much faster, and we do need to see how fast Khmer will actually want to pressure his opponent. Looks like he's actually not gonna spend any more time and start his attack run this turn. Teotihuacan is in danger. There is a horse to the north that's coming around. A horse is being trained with new campuses coming up from Tenochtitlan. Looks like the city of Teotihuacan might be taken down. We do need to see if it is going to survive the initial two attacks.
Has joined the round table.
James Mabor, thank you so much for the follows and welcome. Thank you. Is it, wait, is Jason Mabor or is it Mabor? I guess it's a difference of pronunciation there. Anyway, we've got that horse coming up next, and the city is damaged quite a bit. There is a possibility for this Aztec horse to try to trade over here, dealing significant damage to that horse of Khmer, but not taking it down completely. We do need to see if Khmer is going to try to get to the pillage, like reposition from Teotihuacan to the north. Next turn, Aztec is going to also have the ability to chop that stone tile. I believe he actually has masonry, so he's going to have the opportunity to get extra production towards something building in Teotihuacan. Looks like Sun-Tzu disconnected over here, and that actually is a good time for me to get my coffee. Coffee, fee, coffee, fee. Coffee, fee, coffee, fee. Let me actually take a quick peek over here if I have
Yeah.
give me a sec. Yeah, okay. This is what it is. Coffee, fee. Yeah, exactly. It's coffee time. Let me actually get it. Got distracted by shorts over there. Okay, people rich with points. Yeah. I mean, let's see. We do have already 260,000 placed on Ulyss and BlackPitre. Oh my god! So Ulyss got 124,000, and then BlackPitre got 128,000. Whoa! BlackPitre getting quite a few of your points over there. Can you show yields? Yes, I can. There we go. I can. You can. I guess. The only thing that you cannot see here is the food generation of Floppy, which is 57. I can tell you, it's 57. I'm quite excited to see how things will evolve over here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nations on the same seas. Yes, sure, three of them only have a single city on that coast over there, but I'm pretty sure Elizabeth I is going to try to get a few more. I'm quite concerned that Norway is not doing anything about this. We're going to need to see if Sun-Tzu is first of all going to realize that Elizabeth I is already starting to put cities, and realize this before some traders are actually going to get pillaged, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna try to react somehow. We might need him to actually go for a caravel timing before Elizabeth gets there, and we might actually see Elizabeth get there first. I do have to say, the moment Harald Hardrada does not only have more production capabilities than Elizabeth I, but he also has a lot more faith, which does allow him to keep on expanding and upgrading his territory while he is able to use the production capabilities for something else, like a campus, like a library, like a lighthouse, and so on and so forth, or even units. Bartolome, hello there, sir. 2 city-states for dISTORIA. That's no, I think he got only one. If you're asking if he took 2 city-states, he only got one. I'm pretty sure he only got one. He only got Hattusa, if you're talking about this one. He only got Hattusa, and in the south, yeah, it's fine. Said different. Angkor Wat over here is his city. Do they have vision on England settle? That's a very good question. Let me actually see. They do. They do have vision on Plymouth, and that there's going to be another city that is going to be placed down here. And look how close he is from actually getting it right in the face of these traders. He's going to be so close. Now, with much pleasure, Bartolomeo. Also, Uzi, are they all in Golden Age? Yes, they all have a Golden Age. They all of them. Now, we're going to need to see if they actually will keep this Golden Age advantage. Sun-Tzu is saying, thank you for your patience. I'm not sure what le curant chez moi c'est un délire. I'm assuming that every time he's saying that every time this happens, it's very annoying to him, or it's like unreal to him or something like that. It feels unreal to him anyway. Okay, so what's gonna happen over here? We do have Hazaggi getting his horse in Teotihuacan. I think he actually got the gold to buy one. I don't think he had one in this. He just lost one, if I remember correctly. And the city was getting attacked by Khmer with no horse inside of it. That's how it got put down quite fast. We do have a new horse that will probably need to get this one, this style over here, the 1-2. You can actually see Aztec is gonna try to shift enter his horse out so he doesn't let the dISTORIA move. Both of them are actually gonna try to shift enter their units. Hazaggi does have the host, so he's probably gonna get the priority. There is a possibility for him to actually try to go against Tlacopan if he wants to. There are at least 3 horses that can be deployed towards the city center, and of course it will cause a major problem. Aztec was putting as much defense as possible on this city center and not on Tlacopan. We do have to also take a look at their gold acquirement. It does look like Ulyss is chugging along with 22, 79, 72 and 40 gold a turn, while on the other side we do have 35, 32, 25 and minus 11. I can't really say there's a massive deficit of gold on BlackPitre, but it's definitely not on the same level as Ulyss at the moment. Now we do have to take a look how dISTORIA is going to try to also get his sim behind all of this. You've seen yesterday how important it is if you actually want to apply your pressure against somebody, apply military pressure against somebody. It's very important how you're gonna deal with sim behind all of this. And when I'm talking about the sim, I'm talking about getting new expansions, new cities out on the map, trying to improve your territory with new builders, acquiring resources, improving your territory with districts and so on and so forth. Let me actually get the countdown over here for them. We're gonna be lol. Okay, there we go. We went to -1. How is Aztec not ready with spearmen as they saw Hattusa fall? He even has bonus production. Yeah, I don't know. I think Hazaggi didn't actually see all of the army of Khmer like we saw. He has a lot more horses coming out from his cities, so he thought that's only some form of an army being sent towards Hattusa, and that's about it. It looks like Teotihuacan did get hit by a horse another time. He couldn't actually cross the river to get a position over there to the southeast of Teotihuacan, and dISTORIA will need to figure out a solution to this. He did try to attack with the horse at the borders of Teotihuacan to try to be honest, if this horse would have died, there would have been a chance for the city to fall, but this horse didn't die, so there's no chance. We do have him with the ability to go to the north, where there is an Aztec builder and a trader. The trader just got bought earlier, by the way, by Aztec. They're starting to connect their economies on the seas already. Hazaggi is on 34 science with 66 culture. You can imagine dISTORIA is quite troubled by this fact. We're gonna have a lot of science advantage on Aztec over Khmer, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna manage to get the general out from his cities as well. He didn't put a single encampment down, so there is still you know, time for Khmer to actually do some moves against Aztec over here. I do also want to say that I kind of feel like Aztec is playing a dangerous game over here, trying to do as just enough units to defend, but not enough to push back his opponent or totally destroy his opponent's army, and also just enough units so he can actually keep simming, which yeah, I mean, sure, you don't want to be taken down out that quickly, but at the same time you do have a problem when it comes to I would say dedicating yourself to a part. We're going to need to see if this ignorance, I would say, of the Khmerians army is actually gonna pay off in the long term. We do have new horses coming from Tenochtitlan. I do see Teotihuacan is getting hit another time. One horse does have a promotion over here, but the walls will go up in that city center with victory getting established in 2 turns. Khmer is starting to reposition his units towards the city of Tlacopan, where there is already a horse and an archer trying to defend that city center. It looks like he lost the start here. We do have an encampment put down from Hatu right in the face of Teotihuacan, so he can actually use the encampment placement to attack into Teotihuacan, probably with dome rays. Dome rays are very good at taking down taking down enemies fortifications. We do have England getting a third city to the west side here. On Manchester and Plymouth did get settled. Looks like Manchester did not actually get settled on the coast. It's on a lake over here, but it can actually put a harbor out in the south. That's exactly what's going on. We do have Plymouth finishing the Royal Navy dockyard next turn and starting to improve some more of his resources. Xpli over here going for mathematics in 1 turn with 3/4 history in 1. He does have 25 science with 45 culture, a little bit better than Sun-Tzu's 23 and 34. In the total tab. Xpli is a bit ahead. I do have to point out Xpli over here is actually going for bronze working and feudalism in 2, and I do have my own worries if he's actually going to manage to hit that caravel timing at the correct time so he can actually be competitive. It looks like one of the traders is getting spotted over here. England does have one of the galleys starting to sniff out the Portuguese traders. Okay, I think they're actually going back, right? I think this trader is he going forward or is he coming back? I don't know if it's like keeps on going. I think it keeps on going, right? Or was that a trader being taken down? Did he lose a trader here? No, I don't think so. He's on 63. The last time I saw he has 2 traders, but he might actually might have had 3 because he did finish an extra lighthouse. But anyway. Teotihuacan needs an archer in the city center once those walls are up. I totally agree. It's fantastic. Also, is it just me or is that settler invisible? Wait, which one? Which one? Which settler? I feel like I've forgotten how to play Civ in 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, you know, it happens. I mean, I guess I can share this, right? I can share this with you guys. I gotta say, I was so emotional, man, when I actually started streaming again after that 1.5 week pause. I was like, oh my god, what is gonna happen, you know, like what's going on, how we gonna start this up, and am I gonna be able to talk in English like I did before, like with all of the information, pay attention to all of the details and so on and so forth? Will I be focused? And yeah, but you know, slowly but surely you keep on doing it, and you build up confidence. Draconin, hello there, sir. Good evening. How are we doing here? Love your enthusiasm. Hey, hello there. I'm glad you've noticed. I'm super far behind. Gotta refresh. Yeah, it's fine. We got it. Looks like the third city on the western coast from Xpli is getting put down. Leeds is going to get Royal Navy dockyard out, and I do see England is also starting to confront these Norwegian Viking longships in the south. Looks like Sun-Tzu is also asking if they can actually reload before him because he's starting to dissing every turn. We do have a harbor shipping projects coming up from Norway. There's going to be quite a race for these admirals, and I do see they did go through the initial ones quite quickly. Medieval and Renaissance are the ones left up for the grabs, and Portugal is probably going to want one. Aztec, I don't think he's going to want one. England is going to want one. Norway is probably going to want one, and we're going to need to see who's actually going to get them. We do have also in the scientist screen, does seem like Hypatia has been picked up by Elizabeth I, giving him an extra library and that extra bit of boost in each of his libraries with 1 extra science point. Hungary did manage to recruit the first merchant, Zankian, with an extra trade route capacity, and we do have Piero de Bardi coming up in the next merchant. Isidore of Miletus, a great engineer here for whoever's actually going to put down some industrial zones. At the moment, nobody. Looks like Khmer did actually give up on going towards Tlacopan. Hazaggi did get a few more units to defend himself, and it does seem like Khmer keeps on pushing against the city center of Teotihuacan every turn, even if there is a possibility for Aztec to attack back against these opposing units. He doesn't have number superiority at the moment. We do have a few horses also on the west side, and I do see the general did get pushed back. Oh no, he got another one actually. dISTORIA got two generals, Burica and Trungtrak. Ooh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. He's getting his process going, campus is going, and I do see dISTORIA is gonna struggle quite a bit to actually get on the same power level of Hazaggi. We do have Hazaggi getting his next horses, getting his entertainment complex in between his cities. He might even try to get Colosseum chopped over here. To be honest, he does have a decent amount of chops. He has 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And yeah, 4 chops, 5 chops. Okay, not in a lot of chops, but he can chop. It's fine. You know, Magnus chops are Magnus chops, man. You don't want to disrespect them. And we're gonna have a query lobby so Sun-Tzu can actually keep connected to the game. Don't get all as in I'm newbie to the game, but it's good to watch. I mean, just keep asking questions. I'm more than happy to answer, and I'm pretty sure chat over here, you're gonna find quite a few amazing people in chat that are also gonna answer your questions. It's very important to actually learn. Maybe I am talking a little bit with a different acronym that you're getting used to. Maybe a different strategy is being called in some way or another. Like feudalism timing, you know, like just ask me, ask the chat, and I'm definitely going to explain. Senor Testa is saying he will lie in every answer. Oh my god, that's how you do it. That's how you do it against your competition. You just give him the wrong information over there. I mean, that's a strategy, you know. That's a strategy. Wow. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, 0 MS to Lege. No. I'm gonna wait for a few more players to join the lobby until before I actually reconnect. It's gonna be quite a challenge over there for Portugal to actually stay alive if Harald Hardrada is not actually is not gonna get a navy against England, and England is gonna get to push Portugal alongside Egypt. Joe III is gonna be squished between them. Sun-Tzu over here does have a decent amount of potential in the next part of the game. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna actually get it on his side. How do you call it? What's your favorite Civ to play? I would say Persia. Persia, Rome, Khmer. I like. I really like actually Norway as well. But in this meta, he's kind of slow if you don't get to poke anybody with long ships. Yeah, based roads, man. Exactly. I mean, you know. You need to do what you need to do in this game. What do you like to play, Draconian? Actually, chat. Let's see, chat. Just throw the first civilization name that comes into your mind right now in the stream chat. Come on, chat. Let's see who's everybody's favorite. I'm just gonna throw down Cyrus over here. We got Hungary. We got Hungary from Nemesis. Looks like Russia from Senior Testa. Let's see. Oh my god, look at that. Everybody has his own favorite. Cleopatra, Ptolemy, Bartolome. Yeah, there we go. Pakacuti from Fantastic. We got Colombia, IO 202. Vietnam, Brody Butthead. Yeah, there we go. Man, look at that. There's like no... Everybody has his own, right? There's no duplicate over here. Who is playing saxophone in this song? I was basically, well, I wasn't really playing the saxophone. I bought the samples, I got the copyright from them, and then arranged them in such a way that they sound like that. We got Crete, we got Germany, we got Japan, both Japans from Guzakimbo making a comment over there. Indonesia, Saladin, oh my god, again, like look at that, we got a full page of stream chat and no duplicate. No duplicate, man. Everybody has his own favorites. Oh, kick. Okay. Well, they were waiting for me. I'm sorry. Saladin. Okay, there we go. Come on, Floppy. Click the button. Click the button. Okay. This is what it is. Egypt or Kublai China. Yeah, there we go. Egypt, or like both Egypts. Oh, wait, we got a duplicate over here. Because we had Egypt earlier, right? We got Cleopatra Ptolemaic. We got a duplicate. We got a duplicate. Out of like 20 answers, we got the first duplicate. Ish. Okay, there we go. What three civs are best in this meta, do you think? Oh, that's a hard question, Brody. That is a very hard question. I also like Terry Bulmus for the preserve setup. That's a very hard question actually in this because the power level of the civilizations have been actually getting closer and closer to each other, and there are so many good civilizations out there. It does tend to be much more important how you're gonna counter your opponent. It's we don't see that many flexible civilizations in the games as we've seen before. More a bit skewed towards, I would say, a role of the civilization. I'd say a mix of Age of Steam, Wiki, Persia, and Lincoln. Lincoln is definitely very high up. Lincoln is, I do think it's like top 10 or something. I'm not sure it's top 5. I have my doubts. I would say Gorgo is one of the most powerful. I would actually say not Age of Steam. I would stay still Age of Empire, not Age of Steam. Oh, Farex is crash on one. Okay, so Link. And then as a third one, it's I would say actually Gandhi. I think actually Gandhi in this meta is too much of a beast, to be honest. So I would actually put my 3 on that. Oh, we got a... What? What happened? Relobby? Why? Oh, okay. So he asked relobby and then Hazaggi said when... no, right now actually. He said right now and then we had an answer. Oui, da, 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 da. Yes, yes. It is fun seeing people like Ben playing Gandhi. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's incredible what he can actually do with Gandhi, right? And not a lot of people actually are doing the same thing, but it is a very, very powerful nation. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I got surprised because one of my shorts went sky high over there, and there's like in my how to say, let me actually show you because I think it's easier. In my statistics analytics over here on YouTube, I just saw a big line and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, you see this? Oh my god, what is this? It just happened. I don't know. I didn't shit. I have no idea. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm happy about it though. I'm very happy about it. I'm glad to see YouTube is working a little bit better than it was 6 months ago. I hope you guys enjoy the content and so on and so forth. And if you have any ideas of what I can improve, definitely throw them my way. Maybe I can actually introduce something into my schedule over there. It is fun. Okay, guys, you should check out Kacheshka Top 10 on YouTube. He also casts alongside Michael sometimes. He does, yes. It's very... So I would say an actual top 10, it is a bit hard to get because you need to break it down in multiple categories. It's very hard to actually say a civilization is going to be very strong on a map like Highlands and then very strong on a map like Archipelago or like small islands or inland sea or something like that. Quite a few times actually there are very few civilizations that can do well in both situations. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That's high praise over there. Much appreciated, Dingo. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna screenshot this. Oh, that is so cute. Thank you. I mean, this goes in the box. This goes, I mean, at some point I'm actually gonna need to get my phone, actually, you know, with quite a few. I'm gonna need to search through my phone to actually get all of these pictures out and then put them on a wall or something because they mean so much to me. Let's see. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yes, we're there yet. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's fine. I think it's Kacheka 4X, if I'm not mistaken. Kacheshka 4X. Like this. It should be like this. It should be like this. Brody. Yeah, so we have to say good things rather than bad things. It's easy. Yeah, true. Plus plus. Yeah, I totally agree with that. The world is gonna be a better place if we all do that. Don't let that negative energies just run around. You know, move from people to people. Okay, so we do have everybody coming in and we do have more than 0 MS to everybody, so hopefully we're gonna get in and we're not gonna have a 5-axis crash. Fingers crossed we're not actually gonna have a 5-axis crash. Let's try it again. No, with much pleasure, Brody.
Cities of stone and seen early empires rise and fall. Soon you will stand under the towering pinnacles of castles alongside your gallant knights. That is where the story of your people will be written. Just as the apprentice learned to carry a sword.
Okay, so we were watching the warfare between Aztec and Khmer. Looks like Khmer is also going to have the challenge of getting back on the same track. He does have quite a bit of faith per turn, but we're going to need to see if he's going to be his production is going to be up to specs. We do have everybody loaded in, and hopefully nobody actually got disconnected with a 5-axis crash this time. It does look like also Khmer is putting quite a bit of pressure on Teotihuacan. Even if victory is established in that city center, Khmer is damaging the city center every turn. It definitely needs a siege unit if he actually wants to do the damage faster, and we're going to need to see if he's going to keep on sacrificing the health of these Khmerian horses to attack into the city center of Teotihuacan and taking it out quickly. Now I do have to see also Hazaggi get his syrups in 4 turns, Divine Right coming up in 2, Tlachi also getting built from Tlacopan. That's actually the replacement arena in the entertainment complex of Montezuma. To the west of Montezuma, we do have Hungary here getting his campuses down, and I do have to say Phyrsos is 33 science with 58 culture, seeming quite nicely. He has a few more cities to settle in the south by the looks of it, and he is starting to creep closer to Khmerian's borders. I do have to say he's probably going to want to keep away from the borders on the west side, while he does have at least one city that is exposed to the elements on the seas over here, exposed to frigates. Estergom is going to need to get some defenders up. We do have Gabzou with the Marion Chariot Archer starting to hunt down the horses of Portugal, and did manage to get a swordsman. We're going to need to see if he's going to manage to take down cities over here. Portugal did remain on 3 cities. This is actually going to create a bit of a disadvantage for him if he doesn't actually manage to get his stats up. 15 science, 27 culture. Looks like he's building galleys, and he's a little bit, I should say, unfocused. The fact that he lost at the beginning of the game, that second settler, it looks like it will be following him for the rest of the game. Also, Nemesis is saying, my sisters in Santiago Bernabeu today buy me an original jersey. Oh, congratulations. Very nice. You are the second Romanian legend for me after George Hagi. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's, bro, that's very high praise, man. Lege so far behind. Comment from Leo Colhard. To play multi, there are only specific modes allowed. BBG, BBS multiplayer or some UI improvement are allowed. We don't really talk about the UI improvements. The basic idea that you need to understand about mods is everybody in the same lobby needs to have the same mod subscribed to and activated. You need to do this. So if you have extra mods, you want to subscribe from them. If you have less mods, you subscribe to the ones that you need to subscribe. That's basically the rule over here in the multiplayer scene. Most of the time, that actually lessens the amount of problems that you're going to have during the games, and connections issues, fire access crashes, and so on and so forth. They're still going to happen, but less frequently. So UI mods, for example, might cause issues if you have them and your counterparts over there don't have them. Is it easier to get era score in 4v4 versus FFA? Much easier to actually get the era score in 4v4s because you do get the extra vision of your allies, and with that vision also comes more wonders, or new more opponents, and so on and so forth, because you're gonna immediately discover all of your opponents getting a big boost in era score. It's much easier. Okay, we do have Malm going for the countdown over here. I do see England is starting to put down a few campuses and getting more trade routes. He has been using Upper Magnus from the beginning, starting to get his navy out on the west side with boats coming out from all 3 of his cities on the west side. He's definitely going to want to contest Norway on the seas. Now, Norway is starting to also get this view this a little bit more seriously with longships that are starting to come out of his cities. He switched towards mathematics, so he can actually go towards the top 3 towards caravels. We're going to see how fast he's going to go through buttress and get to caravel technology cartography. Now, we do need to see also if Egypt is going to have any kind of chance of success to attack into Portugal. He might enlist the support help of America, even though I think at the moment that's not going to happen. We do have America putting down his initial industrial zones and starting to finish, or I should say finishing Temple of Artemis in Charleston, getting quite a few amenities there. 1, 2, 3, 4 possible in the city of Charleston, with 5th actually from the Banana Tile in the south, a lot of amenities. Yeah, we do need to see also if Egypt over here is going to send more units from his main cities. It looks like he's just using that city that he basically got from his opponent, from Lege, to chop as many of these units out as possible and put the pressure on Portugal. It looks like he's also not actually, I mean, he's very uncommitted, I would say, to this. He's moving forward, then moving back, and then moving forward, then moving back. I'm not sure if this is actually to confuse Portugal, but it's definitely confusing us. Yeah, would be cool if America swam his 3 melee units to Aztec. Swam, yeah, I mean, that would be funny. That would be quite funny. And anyway, we do have Portugal managing to deal the damage against 1 Egyptian Marion Chariot Archer. Looks like Egypt is gonna need new ones, and well, yeah, we'll see. So there are a lot of variables that need to come in to play, and it's very hard for me to actually say, oh, that thing is gonna happen, or that thing he's gonna die, or he's gonna win, or and so on and so forth, because it's all about the player interaction over here, how they're actually gonna try to deal with every problem. This is one of the surprising factors that we all like, by the way, about Civilization 6. It is a lot hanging on the player's choices rather than the game. We do have Teotihuacan coming up over here with the walls going down. Looks like the Khmerian units can attack it directly into the city center, but they don't have enough health to take it down, or enough damage to take it down. There is a catapult over there that will slowly chip away the defense, the remaining defense of Teotihuacan. So as you can see over here, dISTORIA doesn't want to push in if he doesn't need to. Doesn't want to sacrifice his horse if he doesn't need to. He does have more campuses coming out from his cities with new horses. I do see in his tech side he's going for construction. He's probably going to want to get castles so he can upgrade his horses into coursers, while I'm pretty sure Aztec is going to get the knights first. I did talk about Hazaggi's ability to get those knights with a lot of extra damage against his opponent, and as you can see, there will be a discrepancy in the timings between dISTORIA and Hazaggi. Hazaggi is probably going to have stirrups significant time before Khmer. In the total tab, we do have dISTORIA with 392 science acquired. Hazaggi is 535, and he didn't deviate that much from actually going towards stirrups. We do need to see if Hazaggi is going to get enough pre-builds and if he's going to have enough gold. I do see a decent amount of gold generation being generated over here. Oh my god, it's a more than decent amount of gold generated. 82, 122, 83, and 108 for Ulyss's gold per turn from each of their members. That is quite a bit of gold per turn. BlackPitre is not that far behind, even though we do have dISTORIA losing 5 gold. We do have Xpli on 39, Gabzou 60, and then FloppyFlong is on 80. A bit of a problem that they're trading how to say, externally over here on the land instead of the water, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna see when Egypt is gonna actually connect a city over here in the south. I would be surprised he didn't put that city to the southeast, but anyway, it is what it is. He probably just wanted to expose one single city to the elements, and if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, whatever, you know, just not lose much. He didn't even build that settler, so whatever. Now we do have Norway trying to trade some punches with the English galleys. Looks like England is managing to output quite a few of them, and even if he's getting pushed by Norway, he's not actually losing his galleys to the Norwegian attack. We do have a significant amount of longships also coming around from the main cities of Sun-Tzu, with new Viking longships appearing in the build queues. It does seem like he did also put down a few more ports. Harbors. Anyway, Norway 32 great terminal points a turn. He does have the access to, he does have the button to recruit Leif Erikson on pass it, and we're going to see what he's gonna do about it. It looks like we did have Burica being chosen by Khmer as a general, Sun-Tzu by Portugal. He did manage to get a general, which is going to be very important. Egypt doesn't have one, and now there is going to be a bit more damage over here on the units of Portugal. Doesn't have a lot of units, but the horses that he does benefit from are going to be stronger. Looking at the tech side, we do have also Lege going for mathematics in 1, and I do see he did finish that level 4 campus that got doubled in his capital city, putting him up to where is it 27 science and 32 culture. Not too much science, to be honest. In the production queues, I do have to say BlackPitre is ahead a little bit with 103 production of FloppyFlong. We got Xpli 109, Gabzou 98, and dISTORIA 71 plus the 92 faith a turn, converted back to science. Sorry, to production. We do have Sun-Tzu on 82 plus the 141 faith. Hazaggi is on 90. We got Lege on 40 and then Phyrsos on 87. Lege over here is actually struggling quite a bit to get everything he needs out. There is a possibility for him to get the nows quite quickly and push through Egyptian defenders. We're going to need to see if Egypt is actually going to get his own cartography. Looks like he's quite far behind, barely discovering shipbuilding and trying to get divine right. Since we do have 4 more turns until the next era, we're going to need to see exactly who is going to get the golden age, who's going to nail those points for the threshold. Ooh-wee! It is a 2-0 right now. It looks like dISTORIA did manage to take out a city from Hazaggi. Hazaggi took a chance. It didn't work. Looks like that city has been taken down by a Khmerian offensive. We do have Traci finishing up next turn from Tlacopan. Rajan Tracola has been picked up by Aztec in the coast, and I do see Zengi has been picked up by Portugal with Leif Erikson on Norway. The moment England did not pick one, England did not pick one. He's gonna pick one. He's gonna pick Himerios. He's fine. He's gonna pick Himerios. We do have America starting to acquire the Great Engineer points, with Isidore of Miletus being the first one. He's barely on 2.3 Great Engineer points a turn, but I'm pretty sure that number is gonna grow with the amount of industrial zones that he's gonna start putting down from each of his cities. Now we do need to take a look at the era score. So 8 more era score necessary for FloppyFlong G to get into a gold range. We do have him finishing up Hanging Gardens with Great Path in the cities of Charleston and New York. I do see another settler coming up from Washington, and he can definitely settle another city over here in the south. Workshops getting in, new industrial zones getting built, and I'm pretty sure the production capabilities of Floppy are gonna go higher and higher. The more industrial zones is he gonna finish. We got Gabzou with 55 out of 61 points. He did 6 points to actually get to the golden age. Has finished pyramids for a free builder and the extra charge on each of his builders. We do have horses coming out from Rakedet, and I do see new builders coming out from multiple cities over here, finishing up his markets for the extra trade routes, and building more galleys. Is quite far behind from actually getting cartography, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna manage to actually catch up Lege into that technology. Now we do have also Xpli with 52 out of 61. He's actually trying to get mercenaries in 4 turns, and I do see him needing those 9 points to get to a golden age. This is going to be quite important if he does manage to make it. He does have an industrial zone finishing up in 3 turns from Bristol. That is going to be a splendid one. He's going to get the bonuses from it. He's not going to get it in time though. He's 3 points. He needs 3 turns, and in 3 turns that timer is going to expire, so that's a bit too late. We do have him with Gaius Dulius as an admiral, which is going to give him the ability to fleet up a unit over here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to fleet up after he upgrades a cannibal. New galleys coming around from his cities. He's fighting off the Norwegian invasion here with multiple Viking longships hitting his galleys, trying to keep them as low health as possible until Sun-Tzu gets his own caravel technology. He's also trying to keep the Navy of England from actually pillaging the trade routes, and we're going to need to see if that is actually going to happen over here. As in the pillaging of the traders is going to happen. We got 6 traders, 7 traders moving around, or even 8 traders, I think. Yeah, 8 traders moving around through these cities. Whoever actually wins this is going to win so much gold. We do have also dISTORIA with 65 out of 56. He did manage to secure the victory over one city of Aztec and got the city-state of Hattusa away from his opponents from Phyrsos. We do have him about to get pushed from the west side by Phyrsos, with Hungary getting quite a few horses and swordsmen levied from the city of Armagh. And we do have the moment Khmer standing by, Aztec building up a counter-attack over here with multiple heavy chariots coming out from his cities. He did get to stirrups, and now he's upgrading his knights. These knights are going to be very successful against Khmer if Khmer doesn't get his, how to say, castle. So it's 3 turns advantage for Aztec with higher technology, but he's not applying his power in these 3 turns properly, as in he's not mass upgrading right now, so he can take advantage in the next 2 turns from less technological units from dISTORIA. We do have also Sun-Tzu with 8 points necessary to get the golden age, 51 out of 59, and I do see he's going to get divine right next turn, with Batras also finishing up next turn. We do have him in autocracy at the moment and still fighting off as many of these boats from England as possible. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like his Viking longships are able to tear apart the boats of England, of Xpli, while we do have new ones coming in. Xpli is taking this seriously and is trying to build as many pre-builds as possible to upgrade as many boats as possible on this coast. Now, yes, I mean, you know, pre-building is one thing, actually having the gold to upgrade everything, it's totally different. So we're going to need to see if they do manage to get that gold on their side. Yeah, we do also see Hazaggi with 48 out of 58, needs 10 points to get the gold range. Unfortunately, he lost a city center to the south. He's going to get a theater square here in Tenochtitlan, which is going to be a +4, and I do see him building up Colosseum. I don't think he actually has a chance of finishing up Colosseum in the next 2 turns, but he does have 2 builders that are going to help him chop this wonder down. He does have Magnus in the city center, so he's getting them faster anyway. Now we do have the knights being deployed, and I do see he's going to have the opportunity to take out a few horses of Khmer if they don't get promoted or upgraded, and we're going to need to see how much gold BlackPitre is going to want to invest into their upgrades. I do also want to mention we do have Lege with Dark Age, 33 out of 38 points. He might actually want to be in a Dark Age because he's trying to get to his nows. Those are the replacement caravels that Portugal is benefiting from, which do come with an extra promotion on them from the beginning. You can delay the promotion to actually get a free heal popping off, or you can actually get the promotion and attack with much more strength on your boats against your opponent. He also has the ability with those nows to build the Fetorias, which are unique improvements that you get to build into your allied land. So you can imagine over here England coming on the west coast is going to be quite fruitful when it comes to the economy. If he wait, not England, sorry, Norway is going to be quite happy of benefiting from them. Now we do have Phyrsos also with 62 points out of 58. He didn't manage to secure his golden age. Looks like a few galleys are starting to drop over here from England, while a few Norwegian Viking longships did also start to drop. We do have Xpli getting his mercenaries next turn, while he doesn't have the upgrade button yet on his boats. I'm pretty sure he wants to get as many as possible. He's also countering us and taking down as many Viking longships as he can actually hit in this seeds of him. He has oligarchic legacy with the military alliance already activated. I do notice we got some berserkers coming around from Norway, which are going to be quite dangerous if England doesn't actually upgrade to cartography. So he can get the extra defense strength on his cities, so the garrison strength is going to be sufficient enough to withstand the attacks of berserkers. Trojan man, good evening, sir. He has a job for the industrial with a builder. He has a job for the industrial zone with a builder. Who? Wait, who? Was it Bristol over here? Was it about Xpli is 1 point out, by the way. He got that splendid and it's 1 point out. 60 out of 61. We don't have him in monarchy already, so we might actually see. Yeah, there we go. He just bought a swordsman and got it through. He got his golden age. We got Gabzou securing his golden age, Floppy securing his golden age, dISTORIA securing his golden age, Sun-Tzu on Norway securing his golden age, Hazaggi securing his golden age, Lege going dark age, and Phyrsos secured his golden age. So we will have one member, a Lege over here, not managing to get enough points to get to the golden age. He's struggling to get enough boats out. Also, trade punches with Egypt in the upcoming turns. Is 1 turn away from Buttress, 1 turn away from mercenaries, while we do have Gabzou 7 turns away from cartography. He's gonna get boosted by Xpli soon. Now we do have him probably like 3 or 4 turns away from getting cartography. He's gonna be a bit faster than Portugal on cartography. This is dangerous because if Egypt is gonna get that advantage over here on the city of Delgata, that city is gonna fall. Now we don't have a standing navy over here in the north of Portugal with only like 3 possible, 4, 5 possible boats. That's not that big. This is gonna be where the action is gonna happen, and it does look like Gabzou is gonna be on point with his cartography timing against Lege, being helped out also by Xpli over here. We do have Xpli 2 turns away from getting cartography. He is still getting pushed by Norway, and I do see he's starting to get new harbor shipping projects in the city of Bristol. It doesn't really want to get boats out on the east side, nor actually put more effort into those cities other than the sim. We do also need to see over here how fast Norway 4 turns to cartography, and he's not gonna get boosted. That's gonna be 2 turns too late over here. Xpli is probably gonna have the advantage at the beginning of the upgrades, and I'm pretty sure it is gonna be dangerous for Norway to keep these Viking longships in the north. I do have to say these Viking longships are actually quite strong if you put them in a line and get as much support bonus for them. Looks like scouts in the water and admirals and so on and so forth. They will get a lot of damage away from those nows, away from those caravels. Now we did jump into the new era, and of course now the golden age options have been activated. We will need to see the World Congress session in 1 turn, or I should say in just a few seconds, in like 40 seconds. We will have a pause of 2 minutes, and we're going to come back to see exactly what happened in the next part of the game. Also, let's see, Free Sim America should be better. Yes, 9 longships versus 11 plus galleys. Yeah, not, I mean, to be honest, there's like so many boats from both sides here. This is a mess. This is a very big mess. Very big mess. Also, Phil Mathar, Hungary gonna push with black armies and levy unit for bonus. I hope so. Actually, I hope. Yeah, there we go. He's pushing. He's pushing with the black armies. Oh my god, it actually finished. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it after the World Congress, what finished and why I was worried about it. Anyway, we do have Hungary pushing in. Votes started up, and let me actually vote really quickly with Malm. We're gonna have 2 minutes as a pause, so I can you know, get some R&R going, or I should say my feet moving, and we're gonna come back. All right, on time. Let's actually see what happened over here. We do have the Hungarian Black Army starting to storm the armies of Khmer. I do have to say Hazaggi is also coming up from the east side. I was thinking this is going to happen at some point with a 2 versus 1 being activated between them right now. Or I should say unfolding before our eyes. We do have Aztec with the ability to smash these Khmerian units. I do have castles coming up next and for dISTORIA, which is a bit a turn too late over here. Looks like... these Aztecian units did manage to take down the encampment of Hattusa, and they're going to follow through with their attack. There are a few levied units also coming out from Armagh on the west side, but they're going to need to be re-levied. We do have Khmer also with Grandmaster Chapel getting built over here in 600s in the city of Angkor Thom. While he is benefiting from 70 faith, he did choose to go for a pen brush and voice this time in his golden age option. We do have him on 39 science with 75 culture. FloppyFlong, pen brush and voice golden age. We do have 51 science with 65 culture for him. He got a few boats out so he can defend against Norway, but it looks like Norway still managed to get a few pillages popping off. We do have Aquarius coming up from Floppy. He's getting his sim up, and I do see him jumping up to 171 production. Foreign Ministry coming up from Washington. While he didn't get a standing navy, we're going to need to see if Egypt is going to get to deal with the Portuguese threat over here. We do have also a Gabzou with 55 science and 52 culture, Pembrash and Voice Golden Age, getting knights out from the city of Sheret. Another wave of settlers coming out from his city of Rakedet and Iunu. He's getting a galley out on the west side, and he's probably going to try to do something about this. We're going to need to see what is he going to do. Aztec does have privateer coming out from Tenochtitlan and Malinanco, and I do see he's trying to figure out what's going on. There are 2 cities for Aztec to attack on this western side, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to take them down. Now we do have also dISTORIA. We talked about dISTORIA. Oh, Xpli, 92 science, 37 culture. He's in a free inquiry golden age, and now he is going to get the opportunity to upgrade his galleys into Cannibals. He has quite a few of them. Unfortunately, the harbor of Manchester has been pillaged and knocked down. He cannot actually pump out boats from that city center, but now that he's upgrading his cannibals, he's gonna have much stronger units to attack into his opponent with. These cannibals are 71 damage, and they will take down the Norwegian Viking longships, especially if they're damaged. There are quite a few cannibals still available for Xpli to use, and we're going to see how fast he can actually pump them out and take down these Norwegian boats. Sun-Tzu cartography finished up this turn. We will need to see him upgrade his cannibals and get quite a bit of gold from his teammates. He has a lot. I mean, he has like 2,000 gold. It's no problem to actually upgrade as many boats as he wants to, even buy a few tiles if he needs to. We do have Sun-Tzu with a free inquiry golden age this time, 71 science and 43 culture. A little bit less than Xpli, but he's gonna jump up with the new campuses that he has coming out from his cities. Plus 4 over here. Between the mountains, we do have another plus 3 or plus 2. I think it's plus 2 actually. Plus 2 next to Oslo. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We do have Hazaggi also with 57 science and 101 culture. Pembrasian voice golden age coming up from him. He did finish his Colosseum, and now even if Khmer did upgrade his coursers, looks like there are more than enough units from both Hungary and Aztec to overwhelm the remaining defenders of Khmer. If they do break the initial army of Khmer, it's going to be quite a challenge for Khmer to get new ones, and we do not have that many stats on dISTORIA. Good thing is he does have a good phase generation, and of course he's gonna try to flex that a little bit against his opponent. He's getting pillaged over here by one of the horses of Hazaggi. He did manage to snatch a 5 charge builder, and well, we're going to need to see how everything is going to be dealt with here. Lege's cartography in 4 turns with Divine Right coming up in 1, a bit problematic because Gabzou is going to get cartography next turn with mercenaries next turn, so all of these boats are probably going to turn into caravels. We do have Lege also still on 3 cities, trying to put a bit of pressure alongside Norway on England so he doesn't get his caravels out, while we do have Lege getting a few more traders out. He has a very strong economy. He's on where is he? He's on 153 gold per turn. Now the gold kicks in the form of unit upgrades. Yeah, exactly. And we do have England cleaning up the boats, the Norwegian Viking longships, and liberating his ability to get those boats out from Manchester. He's going to need to repair the harbor to actually do that. The same can be said about this city. No, actually from this city of what is this, Leeds, England did not finish his harbor, so it's fine. Portugal doesn't actually have something to pillage. Now we do have Norwegian caravels coming out from the south, and we're going to need to see how they trade their punches with England. We're going to need to also take a look at Sun-Tzu's moves, if he's going to manage to trade the boats properly with England caravels. And we also have Phyrsos with 79 science and 85 culture, starting to get quite a bit of an advantage over Khmer in the stat screen. He definitely has quite a bit more science acquired during the game, putting down encampments here. Hungary does have a general with him. Hannibal Barca is giving the bonuses to all of these black armies attacking into the Khmerian defenders. These black armies are doing quite a bit of damage against the coursers, but Khmer did manage to get Defender of the Faith for an extra +3 on his units. We do need to see if the combined power of Hungary and Aztec is gonna take down Khmer. Remember, Aztec does have +6 per luxury attack resource damage. He's getting a decent amount of bonus against Khmer. He doesn't have a general of his own, but he is starting to bring a few catapults on the front line, so he can actually deal the damage against the city centers without taking damage on his units. Also, Seb, hello there, sirs. How many water tile in a city is too much water tile? That's a very good question and very hard to answer. Depends on the nation you are, because if you're gonna be Indonesia, you're gonna be happy to have a lot of water tiles. Also Spear 2, good evening sir. I agree with that also, I gotta say, plus. BP, BlackPitre gave all their gold to England. They can't upgrade Egypt, at least not all. Let's actually see. Do they have any more gold? Not really, actually. They have for 3 boats. I think they will. Oh, they already upgraded. Never mind. They already upgraded what? 1, 2, 3. They upgraded 3 caravels here. And to be honest, that actually might be enough. Let's see. How many boats is he gonna take down? He's probably gonna take down 3, maybe 4. And then Lege is gonna upgrade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, that's actually enough for Lege to defend here. The nows are gonna be very strong. Until Egypt is gonna get his frigates, probably the nows are gonna be reigning supreme against the Egyptian caravels. He had to go industrial zone first, take the engineer and build the Colosseum. You're talking about whom? You're talking about America, or you're talking about Montezuma? He should have been faster on this. Aztec, by the way, did manage to get Goddess of Festivals as a pantheon, which does allow him to get an extra culture point on each of these improved plantations. You can see he's getting a decent amount of bonus from this with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra culture coming up from just that pantheon. We do have also the bonuses of culture coming up from Colosseum. It's no surprise that we do have Hazaggi on 108 culture a turn. We also have him jumping up to 164 production, which is significantly more than dISTORIA is benefiting from, even if you take into account that phase generation. And remember, Hungary is also next to Khmer, which also has more production than him. dISTORIA is in a very hard place to be here. He does have a good defensive line in Indrapura. It's going to be very hard to actually defend Mahendra Parvata, and we're going to need to see if it's going to be faster and faster. A faster demise from him. We do have quite a few courses coming out from his series. I'm pretty sure with Grandmaster Chapel he's going to get to supplement his army with buying those units with faith. So he's going to be well. I hope he's going to be well. We do have England also starting to trade units with Norway. Looks like he's going to need to be careful with his caravel fleet. It's not going to pop hills over there. I do see I do see also England is trying to get this city discovered so he can actually build a few more caravels. I'm pretty sure he's also gonna try to hit the caravel time, the exploration timing, so he activates the press gangs card, which is gonna be extremely important over here. So he can actually keep on hard building caravels. We do have more lighthouses coming up from Norway. No trader has been touched over here from the war, and I gotta say England can actually pass a bit, and it looks like he was meaning to send one of his caravels over here, or not. No, not, never mind. Okay, I mean, hello, take traders. No, take traders. It definitely, I'm pretty sure Norway cannot touch this level 1 caravel. Anyway, one bit of information, and I'm pretty sure the players do know about this, is the level of healing that you get popping off depending on where you have the how to say the unit. The most healing you're gonna have is in your city center, a little bit less healing in the land around the city center in its tiles, like in the friendly territory, and then a little bit less healing in neutral territory, with the least amount of healing when you're on the offensive in your opponent's land's territory. We do have Egypt also having the problem with the Portuguese nows. It looks like they did get promoted. 3 of them did get upgraded, while Egypt is trying to keep away the other Portuguese galleys from the borders, so they don't actually get the ability to upgrade here. How is America gonna be relevant this game? Don't forget about holy site healing. Oh yeah, there we go. Holy site healing can be a thing if you do manage to get it, but very few players actually go directly and want to keep that bonus. It's quite of an investment to actually get the holy waters, if I remember correctly. It's called, right, holy waters, for the extra heal. Where is it? Holy waters. Increases healing of your units by 20 within the borders of the city that follow your religion. I do have to point out, if you are talking about this kind of fringe bonuses, there's also Abu al-Qasim al-Zahrawi, which is going to be giving more heals if it is next to units that are popping heals. Pretty good. Oh, Ancestral Hall coming up from Lisbon. Interesting. It looks like Lege is planning to actually expand rapidly after he wins the war against both Egypt and England. And we do have England definitely needing a lot more boats if he wants to trade punches with Norway and then get control of the seas. I do see at the moment Norway is building a few berserkers, actually buying them in his cities, but not actually forming an army. We do have intelligence agency in 5 turns from Nidaros, while I do see he's getting Posel, so he might actually be finishing up his religion right underneath our eyes, and we didn't actually check. Yeah, we didn't. We do have Aztec actually getting another religion here. Itinerary bridges with Zen meditation. What is this? Can anybody translate this? If it's bad, can you like not translate it or send me a message? But if it's not bad, can you tell me in chat what does this mean? So I don't actually need to write this down into a Google Translate. Hello, chat? You smell and you are ugly? I don't know, man. I don't smell. I mean, I don't smell me. I'm sorry, man. I mean, you know, I shave, bro. No hair, you know. It's not that. Hatusa, you stink and you are ugly. I see. Okay. Yeah, though, I didn't think you would be the one that tells me, man. I'm so sorry, dude. It is what it is. Anyway, let's actually take a look at the warfare unfolding here. Looks like Hungary is getting stopped by Khmer, the borders of Hatusa. We do need to see the Aztecian catapults starting to train their shots against that city's defense, with the encampment getting repaired in 2 turns. We do see quite a few Hungarian troops are coming on towards that city of Hatusa, and of course the catapults are getting the position over there. There isn't that much strength on these black armies to actually take down the Khmerian units, especially the courses that have been getting the 45 bonus. And we do need to see if Hungary is going to try to follow up with some crossbow technology to attack into his opponent. Yeah, looks like that's what he's doing. Machinery coming up in 1, so he can follow up with ranged units to first of all deal the initial damage against these courses and allow his units to attack into much weaker units. We do have also great library being built in the city of Buna, with the spy coming up from Miskolc in 2 turns. He did get his next building up. No, the preserve actually is still with the grove. Oh my god, this is unbelievable how beautiful it is. Oh, another preserve has been built over here with Eye of the Sahara, getting so many bonuses. Oh, this is beautiful, by the way. This is very nice. You know what's missing there, right? Petra. Let me hear you say it. Petra. Oh, I actually knew a girl that her name was Petra at some point. Whoa, that sounded weird. Kick W. Shouting out the girl's name on stream like that. I don't know, man. Wait, I'm just an innocent translator. Blame the message. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, it is what it is. Let's actually see. What do we have here? Norway upgraded a lot of these caravels, and he definitely has a lot more than England at this point. We do have Sea Dogs actually coming around from the cities of England. He did repair that harbor in Manchester, so he can pump out boats from that city center. While we do have the press gangs card activated, we're going to see if Xpli is going to get enough boats out. He's getting printing next turn, and we do have Norway with also a decent amount of production, 118 production with that, 137 faith per turn. I gotta say, I'm not that impressed by the production capabilities of Sun-Tzu at the moment. He did invest a lot in these holy sites, and of course that got the faith generation with them. He did manage to get a good momentality era in the first one. Now switching to a free inquiry gold range, we're going to see him try to get a bit more flexible on Hardrada. The apocalypse of Portugal. What is going on over here? We do have the Egyptian caravels actually taking out most of the Portuguese galleys. There are 3 more now available for Portugal to use, and it looks like one of them is right here in the face of Akhenaten. Gabzou did reposition a caravel out of the way, even though I think he could have actually attacked into this one and allowed the other caravel to attack into it as well, but I think he would have traded that one. Yeah, he would have traded if he did that. Wait, this now actually has an extra promotion. Oh my god, it's gonna be a level 2. Okay, well, I don't see that many boats available for Egypt anymore. There were a lot of trades being done over here, and it looks like this is going to be a problem for him to actually finish the job on Portugal. He is attacking on land the city of Viseu with just knights, and I do have to point out the cities of Portugal are actually now strength, so they're 54, 52 or 47, very strong for those knights to actually push through. Of course, pillages can be done, of course, mines can be taken down, as you can see over here. Gold gathered from his opponent's lands, and I'm pretty sure he can take out a few units as well. You know, we do need to see if his caravels are gonna be on point against the Portuguese navy. We do have also England getting attacked by Norway. His boats are starting to go down. Looks like Sun-Tzu is gonna try to pressure his opponent as fast as possible. England did manage to attack into the south and probably took down one or two boats with his caravel fleet. So all of them actually lost their movement. So I'm pretty sure this is because they actually did an attack maneuver. This was a trap. Norway, at the same time as Portugal, are pushing in from the western side directly into the borders of England, while the English defenders are out to party. It looks like Xpli is gonna have an issue here. We do have also Khmer managing to deal with the catapults of Aztec. Looks like he pushed them out of his territory, deleting them from the battlefield, while Aztec is starting to straight up buy heavy chariots. Wait, are they actually benefiting from so much gold that buying heavy? My god. All of the members of Ulyss are making over 200 gold per turn. 205, 239, 232, and 250. Whoa. 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 Richest team ever. I mean, we need somebody getting more than 1,000 gold, you know, to be the richest team. But yeah, they're very good. They're very good balanced over here with the gold. That actually allows Hazaggi to get an army out as soon as possible. And I gotta say, he definitely needs the technological advantage over his opponent. He's actually going towards cartography in 2 turns, and he's getting attacked by Egypt over here with a few caravels. And well, he's probably not liking this. He's definitely not liking this. He's gonna lose a harbor. He lost his lighthouse here. He's gonna lose his fish tile. Well, this is a bit of a problem for Hazaggi. Very interesting that Egypt actually put cities on the west side here and got boats. We do have Egypt also finally getting that city on Ifaya Yokul, the island, Tundra Wonder. We do have exploding, and of course giving him a big boost in not only food and production but also culture. We do need to see Gabzou on 80 science and 69 culture. Does seem like he did manage to keep his advantage against Lege. The only problem that he has at the moment is Lege's boats are actually quite strong. Even if Lege doesn't actually have a lot of production in these cities, we're going to need to see if his nows are going to be up to the challenge of keeping out these caravels from his borders. We're also going to need to see if Egypt is going to try to get a few quadrims so he can actually upgrade into frigates. Sea dogs were coming out from the English territory. We do have the first one from Plymouth, another one from Manchester. Unfortunately, I think that one will actually spawn in the city of Manchester next to that lake and not have the opportunity to spawn on the coast because of this harbor over here. It is what it is. We do have harbor being pillaged. I mean, we do have a few sea dogs also coming up on the east side here where he doesn't actually have that much to do. I don't see Khmer is getting out, by the way. Khmer is trying to get out. He's getting very close. Wait, why is he going to Hardrada's borders? This is not good. He's probably gonna want to go, like, keep going north, like north of England over here. We do have berserkers starting to get into the borders of England, which is going to be pressure on land. You do see Norway is getting his missionaries going, and I do see he did choose to get crusade. This is going to be an added +5 on these berserkers attacking into the units of England that are in the cities that got converted to crusade. And of course, since he is quite far away from his opponent, he does need missionaries or apostles to help him spread that wonderful religion of crusade. We're going to need to see if Norway is going to have the opportunity to actually take over cities. These are quite strong units. If they do manage to attack into the city center, they can sacrifice their health to do so much damage. Did America lose a city to southwest coast to Aztec, or am I seeing things? America lost a city. No. Oh, west. Yeah, he did. Wait, he did. He lost 2 cities. Aztec did manage to actually take 2 cities. Unbelievable. With just a galley and 2 of these privateers, he did take out 2 cities from America. Philadelphia and this city over here on the last May style. You see, there was a road going here. I'm pretty sure this was a city. He got 2 cities. So they got it back. This is a 2-2 right now. Of course, I'm keeping score from the beginning of the game, right? Ulyss lost a settler and then lost a city over here from Hungary. From Aztec. And then Aztec took 2 cities from his opponent, from America. He also is starting to work on the city of Hattusa, but it looks like he's not having that much success. Even if he wanted to bring siege units to attack into that city center, Khmer did manage to dominate the battlefield. You do have new encampments coming around from Aztec, and I do see he's getting a wave of builders. Finally, Petra is put in the production queues of the city of Eger, and he's gonna get that extra food and production, not to mention the gold bonus on all of these tiles in the desert. That's unbelievable. We got also a spy coming from Tlacopan. Looks like Khmer is trying to push in as many of these, push out as many of these Aztec knights as possible. He's also trying to get a spy out, and he did finish his Grandmaster Chapel in his Gavron Plaza, so he has the ability to buy units. Probably the reason that he actually did manage to recover so many units on the front line. Xpli is going for his military engineering, so he can start acquiring the niter. I do have to point out Sun-Tzu next to him is much better when it comes to how to say a science acquirement, and it does look like he's pushing his opponent with the help of Portugal from quite a few sides. So he is I think England right now is in big trouble. He didn't manage to withstand the initial attacks of his opponents, and to be honest, by the looks of it, Norway keeps on building units and putting them on the front line, while England has a major problem resupplying his front line. Norway did very well during the initial attacks to keep the pressure on England, not allowing him to keep his boats full health, or even get sufficiently big numbers of boats so he can actually overwhelm Norway or be more of a nuisance. It looks like we do have quite a bit of a challenge over here for England. Wait, did he just kick? He just took a Viking longships. Never mind, he lost it as well. We do have 2 caravels remaining over here to defend England. One of them is a caravel fleet. We do have Norwegian frigates with more of these berserkers showing up to the battlefield. He will get to smash through the cities and defenses of Plymouth, Manchester, and Leeds, and we're going to need to see how fast these cities will fall. I don't think it's a matter of if. I think it's a matter of when. Totally agree. Lege managing to get to Naus was a big thing. Yes, plus. Agree on Norway. I thought England was going to thump him, but he rotated units front to back to keep them alive. Yes. Norway did amazing over here. He lost a lot of units. He traded a lot of his Viking longships, sacrificed them to the Civilization 6 gods so he can get an advantage here over his opponent. What is Norway's religion? Feed the world with, give me a second, feed the world with lay ministry and crusade, the extra +5. You can see he has some missionaries right next to the city of Plymouth, where he's going to start the initial conversion over here of the city center. I don't think it's going to be that hard. He already has 3 followers in that city center, so he just needs to pop 1, and I'm pretty sure he's going to convert it. It's converting anyway, passively in like 8 turns or something. Liverpool is going to be next, and this city is going to be a bit harder to convert. Only has 2 followers, but it is a city there. Wait, where? I'm sorry, was away for a bit. Was it funny when Egypt finally saw the Arctic wonder? Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know when that happened. I would have loved, like, I always thought it would have been such an amazing idea when such an amazing added bonus to the stream if you would have had like live reactions from the players in different situations, like when they find, for example, these wonders right next to them, or when they get pillaged, or when they lose a settler, and so on and so forth. Like, oh my god, that would be so gold. It was platinum, bro. Oh my god, yes. But it's not happening, not yet at least. I bet almost 80,000 points on Ulyss. Hope they come through. Mad Beat, did you just go all in? Wow. Or are you that rich in points that you can just, you know, flex a little bit with the points whenever you want? I guess you do have a lot of points. Anyway, it looks like there is another American city, St. Louis, over here, which is beginning defended by a few American boats. Aztec does have a decent amount of privateers in the water with a few cannibals. He did manage to push back the units of Egypt, and I do have to say he's also going to need to take out two of the Egyptian cities in the north, Abydos and the city of Thebes, being settled on Ifaya Yokul. I gotta make a big disclaimer. I don't think that's how it is actually pronounced. I'm sorry about this. I have no idea how to pronounce this wonder. This is just the pronunciation I found easiest to do. I'm sorry. Gotta try to get the VIP. Yeah, beats. Let's see what it is. Encampment coming up in 2 turns from Egypt. I do see America has a few swordsmen throughout his territory. I do have to point out the Egyptian attack on Portugal is still ongoing with only 3 nows available. It does look like Egypt is going to manage to push through the remaining boats of Portugal. Okay. I mean, this is happening. I do also notice Egypt does benefit from +6 intel on opponent's movements. He did get the opportunity to get printing and did manage to establish a spy into his opponent's cities. That extra damage is managing to nullify the now's advantages. We do have another caravel coming from Akhenaten, and to be honest, we're going to probably need to see siege unit finishing up the job against Portugal. We do have 3 cities, 4 cities also coming around here from Portugal. We might see him settle on an island and be safe, since Portugal did manage to take over a city from England. We do have the city of Leeds being kept over here by Lege. He also might actually take the city of Plymouth away with Norwegian berserkers actually coming around. We do have Sea Dog trying to defend that city center, while yes, there is an English caravel fleet here in the south that is probably gonna die to the Portuguese now anyway. We do need to see if the Norwegian berserkers are gonna do enough damage against the city of Liverpool on the east side. There are quite a few of them doing the damage. Yeah, there we go. They took care of the swordsman. Only 1 swordsman available for Xpli to defend himself. I do have to point out his belly on education in 2 turns. He doesn't have stirrups, he doesn't have men at arms, so he can actually upgrade these units into stronger units. A few new berserkers are coming around from the cities of Kristiansand. These units are moving very quickly through the water, and you can see they're gonna get on the borders of Plymouth quite quickly. Objectus, hello there, sir. I can help you pronounce this one. Oh, really? Thank you. No one gets penalized for mispronouncing the name of that volcano. Everyone gets F4 points just for trying. plus. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. I lived in Iceland for a few months after it erupted, and I made sure to learn one thing while I was there. It's basically Yokutel. So wait. Yokutel, right? So Yokutel. Oh my god, it's easy to find YouTube guide on pronunciation. Wait, is it? Okay, that's basically it. Okay, oh my god, I moved away and I totally forgot. Yokutel. Wait, let me see. So FJR is few. Okay, so it is such a different pronunciation that I'm used to. Oh my god. Anyway, and I'm not talking. I'm just purely talking about what kind of expressions we will. How to say? I get to, or combination of letters I get to read. Ooh. GG while pronouncing the name. Yeah, we might actually see it. It is what it is. Anyway, we do have Egypt actually with the levy caravel from Ngazargamu. Whoa. Anyway, looks like he did manage to get a frigate out, which is going to help him deal the damage against Dalgata. Looks like he's deploying his marine Cheratar just to deal a little bit more damage against his opponent, while he's sending his forces to pillage the mines. We do have another now coming up from Dalgata next turn, which is I'm pretty sure it's going to get blocked over here from finishing. We will probably see that either switched off or well, deleted next turn. Now we do have Hungary also still building up an army. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get his Hussars next. The Hussars are replacement calves, and they're going to be much stronger than these black armies against his opponent. Hungary will get an extra +2 points of damage on each of those Hussars if he does manage to keep city-states in his grasp. And I do have to say, who is it? Phyrsos? Phyrsos is playing it? Yeah, Phyrsos is playing it. So Phyrsos has Venice, Akkad, and Armagh. He has 3 cities. He's going to have +6 on those Hussars. That's going to be quite important over here for the Hungarian attack bonus. We do have Hungary on military science in 4 turns. He also has the core ability on multiple on his units, which will allow him to get stronger units out of 2. We do have the city of Plymouth also getting pillaged over here by the Norwegian berserkers. Some of them actually got deployed to Liverpool. There aren't that many at the moment, and I do have to say this city is being protected by these cliffs over here to the south of Plymouth. We will need to see these berserkers as either disembark to the northwest of Plymouth or to the southeast. It's not going to be that easy to reach the city of Plymouth city center, I should say. We do have also Xpli getting gunpowder in 1 turn, dISTORIA gunpowder in 2 turns. I do see we got Spearman coming out from Swordsman coming out from Bristol and Manchester, which does give me an idea that Elizabeth didn't actually get metal what is it, military tactics, this one, right, for the Maritimes and the Pikemen. This is a bit of a problem, Anyway, Plymouth is gonna go down anyway. We do have the frigates getting next to it, and as you can see, there will be 2 at least that will attack that city center every turn, with a possible caravel attack to follow up. We do have the berserkers that can actually finish the job against the main cities of his opponent, while yes, muskets are gonna come out to try to finish the job. We're gonna need to see if that is gonna be enough to keep England alive and kicking. This is gonna be a problem since Khmer sent his safety settler over there. There's not gonna be a safety in English borders. He's gonna lose his grasp on reality over here. Plymouth has been taken down. We do have England losing another city, with another city on this coast, Manchester on the west side, that is being protected by a sea dog. We do have so many of these berserkers starting to disembark into the territory of England, starting to get the pillages from his mines and tearing apart the cities and the trade routes. We do have also the attack of Hungary getting cored up over here, having the benefits of stronger units that give him advantages against the Khmerian army, with Khmer slowing down his acquirement of science and culture. This is a bit of an advantage for Phyrsos. We already have Phyrsos actually double the amount of science acquiring during the game, with significantly more culture also acquired on his side. In the eel stab, we do see the gold generation is still on Ulyss's side, 165, 195, 236 and 205 points of gold. We do need to see also if Portugal over here is going to manage to survive. He's getting his settler out in the southeast, and it looks like he might actually be looking to settle a non-freshwater city right smack in the middle of this peninsula. He's also getting pillaged in his Gavron Plaza. He has a spy coming up in 2 turns with multiple quadrims. He also did manage to acquire the city of Leeds, but that's actually going to fall in 2 turns, and we're going to need to see if he's going to get it back. In the cities of Montezuma, we do have Xochicalco being settled to the north. I do notice he got quite a massive fleet to work against America. He's taking the city of St. Louis down, which is being protected by a caravel, but it is not enough to stop the damage from these privateers. And of course, he did manage to take those 2 cities in the south down, with America trying to get back Philadelphia. It does look like there's a remaining Aztec privateer available to attack into the American units with enough strength to disincentivize them from actually going into Philadelphia's borders. Anyway, that city is gonna flip in 8 turns anyway. I don't know why he's I guess, you know, it is what it is. Okay, another city has fallen. America lost another one, and looks like he lost a mine over here in the south. America is trying to attack back into the city of San Luis and maybe take it over another time, while he does have New York quite far away from the coast. The fact that he cannot actually settle the western side is going to be a problem. He's down to 5 cities, which, yes, in some games we've seen this is enough. I am not that convinced this is one of these games, one of those games. We do have Floppy with very good science, the most science in the game, a very good culture as well on 105, and a good economy. He has a 263 production, and we're going to need to see when his allies are going to get unhinged what's going to happen. Hattusa has been taken down by Hungary, while he's getting to upgrade his muskets right on the front line. Khmerians defenses are starting to buckle. We do have Hungarian Black Army corps, very, very strong. When the Hussars are going to get upgraded in 2 times, you can imagine this is going to be a bit too overwhelming for dISTORIA to withstand. The fact that they did actually negotiate who's going to go against who, and they did actually use some tactics that weren't immediately obvious. For example, Aztec going against America and taking his coasters with just 1 city of his on the coast, or maybe 2 cities of his on the coast. England actually wanting to trade punches with Norway, which basically I think cost him the game over here. We did have Portugal being pushed from the beginning, lost a city and lost a settler. We do have Egypt pushing in with as many units as possible. Yes, Gabzou might have the opportunity of taking over the main cities of Portugal, but there we have it. GG, Ulyss manages to get another win on the board with Portugal. Oh my god, losing the settler at the beginning. Lege did quite well to try to recover, try to keep Egypt at bay, not allow him to get the new cities, while he did manage to push into his opponents alongside his allies, so he can be relevant in the game. A lot of gold generation on Ulyss. A very, very good, I should say, performance coming up from across the board from Ulyss. We do need to see what happened wrong on BlackPitre, and I do have to say that 2 versus 1 against dISTORIA, against one of their best players, was quite detrimental to their success. I would actually say a few different choices during the game could have totally changed this game. A few different choices, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's actually hear the players. I don't want to I would say force my opinion on this, or say my opinion is the best one of them all. Anyway, let's actually jump into the channel. I do have to point out, we're in the French community, we're gonna hear a lot of French. I would have loved actually a bit of a disclaimer over here so nobody actually gets confused of what's going on. I would have loved to stream balanced I would say content between the CPL Premier League and the CivFR Squadrons. My main issue with that, the CivFR Squadrons do tend to schedule their games a little bit faster than we do have on CPL Premier League. So basically, like in CPL Premier League, sometimes we find out about the games 1 or 2 days, maybe 1 or even like a few hours before the game, while in the CivFR Squadrons we do know multiple days before. So it's much easier for me to commit time and effort to a slot, to a casting slot, than it is on the CPL Premier League. I'm gonna need to fix that somehow. I'm gonna try to be a bit more proactive over there in the CPL Premier League to see what we can get. There were definitely very good games being played out this week that I would have loved to see. Anyway, putting that disclaimer aside, let's actually jump in to the chat over here and see what the players have to say about what they did in the game.
C'est ma B3.
GG, well played. Hard game. Hard game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was a bit surprised about Elizabeth putting those cities on the west side over there. Did you like coordinate a little bit? Did you think about the strategy beforehand, or it was just you wanted more cities?
I was like, if I want to sim, I must put some cities, and the idea was to try to win naval with Egypt.
Yeah.
But it's toward it's B4, B5, and B7. It's against landscape, so it was very hard.
Yeah.
And we haven't got I cannot trade to SES because Hungary took Armag.
Yeah.
And we have zero coastal setup, so it's so difficult.
I guess that was another one of my.
Between America and Egypt?
No, it's land.
We did gold en... ça va.
On pouvait le faire, mais tu sais, on n'était pas sûr de gagner le naval, il y avait des lance-clips qui traînaient.
Oui, les lance-clips c'est chiant.
Ouais, donc s'il faut protéger avec une galère pour tes routes, c'est chiant, tu vois. Il faut une case à chaque fois. Donc on n'a pas pris le risque, et comme on avait une Égypte, on s'est dit on reste quand même sur la terre, donc c'est pas mal.
Combien de gold les routes pillées par Elisabeth?
Alors j'ai pillé une petite route à 400.
Ok.
Oh, c'était bien.
Tranquille.
J'avais pas la carte.
Man, there was a moment in the game when every member of Ulyss was making more than 200 gold per turn.
I can't trade to anyone or any CS.
Yeah,
so am I.
That's very bad, yeah. Wait, you could trade with America, right? You could put a city on the east and try to trade coastally, but then you had to commit somehow.
There is a stack, and I'm already fighting two guys in the land.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy my game until they both have spy and I have only one.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
To be honest, you kind of caught Hazaggi over there just, bathing in the river, not having any kind of defense on his cities.
Well, I thought that Uza would hold a bit longer, like just one of the turns, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I slam on the wall with the horse, like a doggo.
I noticed.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Because you move the horse away at the middle of turn. I could put my horse here and maybe save it, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's why I tried to do it on a random moment, so you doesn't react at time. But it was not easy with your first move, because now usually I first move most of the people,
It's first move and plus 10 now, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah. The Lux bonus is quite hard.
Lux bonus, tempo from city state, my spawn is pretty good.
My spawn was good too, but no tempo, I had to build archer since there is a many in Atuza. So my game is quite slow and you have huge tempo, so we decide I go initiation rites and I just send the horse to you. Yeah, to you, Hungary, and now I was sending Courser to Norway too.
Yeah, we noticed. I mean, my goal was just to hold without running myself into you and let Atuza do the job, but things happened.
Yeah.
And then I noticed some random caravels coming on my coast, so I have to do something else as well.
Yeah, that was the point. I busy you in the land, and he comes in navy and takes the
I think I noticed like turn 40 something that were on my coast. I had no caravels, so I just made privateers against America cities.
Big question for Lege. Did you consider deleting the settler?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé, Lege, là?
I was thinking, I was thinking I had the first move maybe on you.
Yeah.
Because I remembered the last time I played with Gabzou long time ago. It was with Ulyss and it was sub for Ulyss. And I was thinking he had slow PC, so I was like, maybe he can, I can settle, but in the end, no, not at all. I can't.
So but basically, you spam B over there.
Yeah, spam B. Yeah, spam B. I just spam B. And it was so you just were so unlucky.
Oh man, it was one of those days,
Yeah,
you got
the
your
pass of the two scouts was very unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said to Gabzou when he sent his settler to Lege direction. I am like, man, be careful. If he sends his settler to your direction without unit, it means that he has a scout on the other side of your scout. So probably on your settler, be careful, because the only reason you would send the settler here without anything is if you have a scout farther.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why I was afraid he lost his settler too.
No, it was already settled anyway.
Okay.
But we won, so it's okay. And I did some things on the game, so it's okay for even with the settler lost.
Ah, on t'a acheté un colon.
No.
What did you feel about the gold generation, even if you didn't have that much, that many trade routes on Portugal after the nerf? I mean,
I mean, it's really good. You see, I have one settler stalled, and beginning turn 35, I was like 60 gold or 70. And
Yeah.
after I am like 200 since 10 turn. So I think it's very okay. When you are hero like this, you can make 200 gold. I think it's unique Civ. And unique Civ are very important in the game.
During the draft, I was talking about picking Portugal also. But we choose Elizabeth instead because if you pick Portugal, you want to pick a second coastal, and there is already Norway, so you don't really want to pick a second coastal though.
Yeah, totally. I agree. So we're like maybe it's open Portugal, and your first rotation is very hard to do. But
I mean,
I think we do the same at your position.
It's 70s, you never know.
Yeah.
Norway can be in inland sea, you can have coastal trade that are free, everything can happen on 70s. Sometimes you just see people going free war Civ and the scaling Civ, and it's just a big mass land with a little sea. So really hard to draft on it about that. And now there is so much naval pick that you don't really want to pick them in the first rotation, you know.
Yeah,
there is
totally.
always something left secondera.
Maybe only the very unique. I mean, on some map like Indonesia, like Portugal, maybe Australia on some map, but if we are talking about the unique harbor, yeah, it's too many in the game, so why picking in first rotation?
That's it. There is the Dido, Boss Japan, 27 England. There is Indo, Australia.
Yeah.
For the ones that are a bit
did you consider
original Dutch.
Did you consider to pick something less than Khmer or Lincoln, like adaptative Civ, like Rome, to fit better in the second rotation?
On second rotation, we was thinking about picking Rome, but I think in first rotation.
In first rotation.
I mean, you can't really skip Abraham and Khmer. I think it's really hard to leave them in last pick, you know.
I think, and we were like, maybe they are going to pick Dido, and maybe it's easier matchup and easier draft for you after.
I mean, even if you pick Dido, I think it doesn't change. Doesn't change that much on the draft.
I mean, you can pick Portugal after, and Portugal Dido against Norway is quite strong.
I mean, it will still be a 2 versus 2 in Navy.
Yes.
So doesn't. I think it's still it's 70s. You take a gamble anyway.
Yeah, and if you don't pick Khmer or Lincoln, we pick it. So,
yeah, that's why we don't want to leave Norway plus this kind of Civ.
Yes.
But we was thinking maybe you first pick Khmer or Lincoln, and we pick Norway and the other one, or Egypt and the other one.
What do you prefer? You pick Norway or double pick Khmer Lincoln?
I don't know what I would have done in first pick, honestly.
Yeah? It was, we were hesitating with the team. We're not sure about the pick, and I forced a bit Norway.
Mais on a bien fait de prendre Norvège.
I think too. we had to
maybe you could have settled a city on the east coast, Sun-Tzu, to chop landscape when you get monumentality.
Yes, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, good place.
Could have been painful, but I had a shock, I think. But it could have been painful. Yes.
To answer you, Lege, I think both options are good. It's just the the role of the map that decide who had the good decision, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, GG?
Yep,
GG,
GG,
it
well
was
played.
a good
GG.
game, even if Hazaggi made wall.
I mean, you still took a city.
He chopped
First
it,
time in
man.
his life. First
Yeah.
time in his
Yes.
life.
Before, when he was embarking, he never made wall, except for the boost.
During the game, he was like, "Oh, he can attack too." I was not knowing about it. He could attack. Okay, very strong.
Oh, j'ai chop des katas, j'ai pas cherché, hein.
Oh,
Les
le
archers.
archer. Une croix là, c'est bien pour prendre la ville.
Ah bah,
Moi,
j'ai
c'est
tout
ce
donné,
qui
hein.
fait la différence, hein, littéralement.
J'ai tout donné, je savais que t'allais être beaucoup mieux que moi en scaling et tout, donc si je te ralentis pas... Parce que c'est ta B2 en plus, c'est ça, hein.
Ouais, c'est ma BD.
Et une croisade?
Non, j'ai pris des WF.
Non, mais une croisade. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses?
Bah, je pars du principe qu'en fait, quand je prends ma religion, il y a déjà...
En plus, s'il prend croisade.
Il y a déjà Amani dans la Tusa en fait. Et du coup, je suis en mode, ok, je prends croisade, mais s'il y a 3 spads sur les frontières d'Atusa, croisade va jamais me servir et je vais juste me faire push dans la game. Donc,
Ok.
c'est.
Alors,
je
parce que
pense.
moi-
Je te prends pas des OF, je t'envoie des unités plus tôt aussi, je pense.
Je
plutôt
pense que
que-
c'est un
ouais,
gamble
tout à
qui
fait.
est compliqué quoi.
Oh,
Donc je
parce que
préfère
nous,
choisir le DOF et juste être une épine dans le pied de tout le
Ouais.
monde quoi.
Et être un peu plus chiant à tuer vers la fin. Non, mais
C'est
je
ça.
comprends. Hein.
Surtout que je me dis, on a volé un colon, en théorie on est plutôt bien dans la game, il faut assurer, tu vois, donc...
Oh là là, mec, c'était trop chaud. Sur le fil tout le temps, quoi. C'était trop chaud.
Mais je sais pas ce que vous en pensez, Malm et LDK de la map, vous qui aviez la vision globale et tout.
Bah, nous, on disait que la map, enfin la suite de la partie allait dépendre de... Enfin, les choix allaient être sur BlackPitre. C'est BlackPitre qui allait avoir des choix à faire. Bon, ça, c'était avant qu'il y ait un colon B2 qui se fasse voler. Mais que pour Ulyss, c'était assez évident la direction de la partie. Et que ça allait dépendre surtout des plays de BlackPitre au
Ouais.
début.
Pour vous,
Plus
c'était
plus
quoi
difficile.
nos outs?
La
Bah, je pense
plus
qu'il y a pas-
difficile pour vous.
Ouais, je pense qu'il y a eu quelques manques.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop it there. They started talking a lot more in French over here, and I know it is hard for quite a few of you to understand it. I know, of course, the French viewers will know this. So what I will do, I will actually send you to one of the streams over here, Malm or Lege. I guess I sent you yesterday to Lege. We're gonna go to Malm this time. Thank you so much for everything. Much appreciated for the subs, for the follows, for your support of the stream. Much appreciated for the bits, and I do hope we're gonna see each other in the next streams tomorrow. We're gonna have another game, 1830 GMT. If I remember correctly, I did actually enlist in the games over here. Let me actually take a look over here. Frederitos de la Vega versus Shakun Porsoin on Saturday, tomorrow, 18:30 GMT. See you there, and I do hope we're gonna have some fun with Civilization 6 content. If you're coming up from YouTube, I do hope you're gonna throw this a thumbs up because you enjoyed the content. I hope you're gonna also come on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV, and we're gonna get to chat some more over there. If you want, click that subscribe button so you can actually get all of the notifications and of course help me out. And I do hope if you want to take a look at the schedule, you can actually go onto my Discord so you can see the updated schedule that I have. Exclamation mark Discord in the Twitch chat, or take a look at the description of the video down below on YouTube, and you're gonna get that invite link. Without further ado, let's have a great evening tonight. We did have some fun with some Civilization 6 content. Ulyss managed to push their domination over their opponent, and it looks like they did manage to get this win on the board against BlackPitre. Thank you so much for everything. See you later. Bye.